She used to tell me that she loved me all the time. I turn to her and say that I'm infatuated by your lovely smile, and someday soon we're gonna walk the aisle. She said, you're my everything, my strength for life. Be the mother of your children as well as your wife. She used to tell me all the time I'm her one and only, but she ran with another man and left me lonely. Coincidental, how I met her, but when I seen her, I knew that I'd get her. Can't let her step, she looked too good, but my wares made me seem like a stone cold hood. I'm a lucky guy, so I pressed my luck. I stepped to her, all what the went her way, took a few steps past her, got the nerve, and then I asked her. I said, yo baby, and she started to reach. I said, whoa, don't get excited, that's a figure of speech. She told me her name, gave her number and all, and when I stepped, she said, I better call. It took about a month, but she was finally mine. Everything was going smooth, we were doing fine. After a while, it wasn't a thing. We were either holding hands or she was under my wing. She used to whisper in my ear, I'm her one and only, but she ran with another man and left me lonely.
Girl, why'd you have to leave me that way? I love you to this day, and it hurts to think of the words you used to say. Girl, why'd you have to leave for so long? I never did you wrong, and it seems we had such a love that was so strong.
On the day she broke out, would you believe I cried? And it hurt so much to think of how she lied. I shared everything to the very last penny, something that you really can't do with many. Since this young lady was such a big winner, I treat her all the time to a candlelight dinner. Have the violinist play a real sweet song, and she never showed a sign that something was wrong. My boy used to say, man, shit, I'd quit her, but she seemed so happy every time I'm with her. We used to hold hands and walk in the rain, and on the days I felt down, she'd ease my pain. This was just too far-fetched to believe, to thinking my girl would just up and leave. Imagine that, I just couldn't, cause I knew deep down in my heart she wouldn't. All of a sudden, a lot of things changed. She started acting funny, I mean a bit strange. We had little squabbles, arguments, fights, watched stories in the days, and stayed out nights. I say, baby, where you been for all that time? And she'd cuddle me close and say that I'd be the one that she called her only, but she ran with another man and left me lonely.
Girl, why'd you have to leave me that way? I love you to this day, and it hurts to think of the words you used to say.
She put it to me plain, couldn't put it no clearer. Lipstick written on the bedroom mirror, it said, I'm leaving you now, and I know that you'll miss me. You're probably saying, damn man, why she dissed me? But you see, I felt that it was time to go. Then I packed my bags and I'm leaving, so you take care, and I hope you live long, and don't worry, cause it's nothing that you did wrong. You'll find the right girl, someday you'll see. But I'm the type of woman that must be free. I said, why me? And fell to the bed, reached for the 9 and put it to my head, and thought about the words that she once said.
Shan, you know that you're my one and only,
but she ran with another man and left me lonely.
Oh, 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 girl, oh my girl, why'd you have to leave me so? Oh girl, you broke my heart, oh you drive me wild, you leave me by myself, all by myself, girl I don't know what to do, I'm so mad, girl you drive me wild. Oh, so wild. Oh, baby, you drive me crazy. You leave me by myself. You leave me all alone. By the phone. Girl, I I don't know what to do. I'm so mad. Girl, you drive me wild. Oh, so wild. When I saw your face, makes me want to cry. Girl, break it down. Break it down. Girl, I don't know what to do.
It's life shit. Yeah. It's life shit is like, it's bump the fuck out. For real. See, to live is to suffer. But to survive, well, that's to find meaning in the suffering. Hey, yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling. I can't get up. Hey, yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling. I can't get up. Hey, yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling. I got to get up. Get back on my feet so I can tear shit up. Hey, yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling. I can't get up. Hey, yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling. I can't get up. Hey, yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling. I got to get up. Get back on my feet so I can tear shit up. I've been through mad different phases, like mazes, to find my way. And now I know that happy days are not far away. If I'm strong enough, I'll live long enough to see my kids doing something more constructive with their time than bids. I know because I've been there, now I'm in there. Sit back and look at what it took for me to get there. First came the bullshit, the drama with my mama. She got on some fly shit, so I split and said that I'ma be that seed that doesn't need much to succeed. Strapped with mad greed, a heart that doesn't bleed. I'm ready for the world, or at least I thought I was. Bagging niggas when I caught a buzz. I was thinking about how short I was. Going too fast it wouldn't last, but yo, I couldn't tell. Group homes and institutions prepare my ass for jail. They put me in a situation forcing me to be a man when I was just learning to stand without a helping hand. Damn, was it my fault? Something I did to make a father leave his first kid at 7 doing my first bid. Back on the scene at 14 with a scheme to get more green than I'd ever seen in a dream. And by all means, I will be living high off the hog. And I never gave a fuck about much but my dog. That's the only motherfucker I'd head off in my last. Just another little nigga headed nowhere fast. Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling. I can't get up. Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling. I can't get up. Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling. I got to get up. Get back on my feet so I can tear shit up. Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling. I can't get up. Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling. I can't get up. Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling. I got to get up. Get back on my feet so I can tear shit up. That ain't the half. Shit gets worse as I get older. Actions become bolder. Heart got cold, chip on my shoulder that I dared a nigga to touch. Didn't need a click, cause I scared a nigga that much. One deep with the pitch, starting shit for kicks. Catching Vicks, throwing bricks, getting by, being slick. Used to get high, just to get by. Used to have to puff my L in the morning before I could fly. I ate something, couple of 40s made me hate something. After some coke, now I'm ready to take something. 3 years later, showing signs of stress. Didn't keep my hair cut or give a fuck how I dress. I'm possessed by the darker side, living the cruddy life. Shit like this kept a nigga with a bloody knife. Wanna make records, but I'm fucking it up. I'm slipping, I'm falling, can't get up. Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I got to get up. Get back on my feet so I can tear shit up. Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I got to get up. Get back on my feet so I can tear shit up. Wasn't long before I hit rock bottom. Niggas talking shit like damn, look how that got 'em. Open like a window, no more endo. Look at a video, say to myself that could've been yo. Ass on the TV, believe me, it could be done. Something got to give, got to change, cause now I got a son. I got to do the right thing for shorty, and that means no more getting high, drinking 40, so I get back, looking tight, slick again. Fake niggas jump back on my dick again. Nothing but love for those that know how it feel, and much respect to all my niggas that kept it real. Kept a nigga strong, kept a nigga from doing wrong. Niggas know who they is, and this is your fucking song. And to my boo, who stuck with a nigga through all the bullshit, you'll get yours because it's due. Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I got to get up. Get back on my feet so I can tear shit up. Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I got to get up. Get back on my feet so I can tear shit up. See, can't get up. This is that shit.
Alright? Peace and Black Power family. It's your boy Psychopath and your girl Renee. Black at you. Now I mean, with another RBG pill show. What's really hood out there, family? Now I mean, let's really let me know what's really hood, and let's see. Let me get some ones out there. Let me know y'all. Let me make sure y'all can hear me clear. You know, before we get started. Let me get some shout outs while I'm waiting. Know what I mean? Let's see. Shout out to Bishop. Shout out to The Game. Shout out to Faulkner. Shout out to Ebony Star. Shout out to Crew, Tate, Lorvell, Big Duke, Yeti, Mr. Rude, Tim Harvey, Pookie was good. Voice of reason for my people. Shout out to everybody else out there might be listening or slide through. We good? Y'all can hear me? All right, that's what's up. All right. Yeah, Renee, what's going on? How you tonight? What's good? Or should I say this evening?
Hey, I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. You know what I mean? Got some information that, you know, we want to touch on a little bit. You know what I mean? So, you know, some things went down over the last week or so. One of the things old, one is more recent. But yeah, we're going to touch on both of these things. But yeah, before we do, I know some other things we want to talk about. But what's good though?
Yeah. Yeah. Peace to the family. Peace, y'all. Yeah, we've been gone for a little minute from this show. But peace, y'all. So peace to the chat. If you can, please share the show if you can. And like the show, please. But yeah, so we're gonna get into a few things. And one of the things we're gonna start with George Floyd's trial update, and then we're gonna get into the real meat of the show. Okay. But yeah, unless you've been under a rock too, I guess. You probably know that, you know, the trial for George Floyd is currently taking place. And so, you know, we're not necessarily going to be doing step by step, but we're going to try to come in here and there and just give a little information about what's going on. I'm going to just give a couple of, just a little bit of information. This comes from CNN. And man, y'all, this thing is just, this whole thing is crazy. But basically, 3 medical experts testified today about why they believe George Floyd died and what was found in his system in May 2020. And, you know, a lot of y'all know that they've tried to use the drug excuse thing. First, they was trying to use COVID because he previously had COVID, but he had recovered from it. And then, you know, they start trying to use this whole fentanyl thing because they found fentanyl in his system, along with methamphetamine and marijuana. So, you know, the whole thing with, you know, fentanyl is that people very easily overdose on it because it's so strong, because it's so powerful. So, of course, their excuse was that in defense of Derek Chauvin, that George Floyd had taken fentanyl and that his loss of oxygen was an inability to breathe from fentanyl. Okay, so either that fentanyl is what killed him, or that fentanyl played a significant enough role that this is not all of Derek Chauvin's fault, okay, which we know is false. But let me tell y'all, today I was watching some of the testimony, and the expert they had up there, who's a pulmonologist, he's supposed to be one of the foremost leading experts, you know, and that has and on breathing and all of that. Man, let me tell you, he shut down. Now, because I know how the system is, they will always come with something. But let's just say that this were a fair system, right? Let's just say that this was a just system. First of all, it wouldn't even be all of this necessary. But if it was, it would have been over today. It was out the park, because this specialist, this expert came along and basically plugged up all the holes that the defense tried to poke in the case against Derek Chauvin. They tried to say that, if it was because of him kneeling on George Floyd's neck, that they would have seen, in the cartilage bruising, they would have seen a bunch of other things that happened. And honey, this expert shut it down. So I'm gonna just give y'all a little bit of what they have here, and then we're gonna keep it pushing. But so here's what they said today during the trial of former officer Derek Chauvin, whatever. Dr. Martin Tobin, a physician in pulmonary and critical care medicine, testified after having reviewed the medical records in the Floyd case. Mr. Floyd died from a low level of oxygen, Tobin testified, and this caused damage to his brain that we see, and it also caused a PEA arrhythmia that caused his heart to stop. PEA means pulseless electrical activity, which is a particular form of abnormal beat of heart and arrhythmia, he explained. He also shared his opinion on the cause for the low level of oxygen in Floyd. The cause of the low level of oxygen was shallow breathing. Small breaths, small tidal volumes, shallow breaths that weren't able to carry the air through his lungs down to the essential areas of the lungs that get oxygen into the blood and get rid of the carbon dioxide. Tobin also testified that fentanyl did not have an effect in causing depression of the respiratory centers in Floyd. Tobin said that with fentanyl, Floyd's respiratory rate should have been 10. Instead, the rate was at 22, which is normal. Basically, it tells you that there isn't fentanyl on board that is affecting his respiratory centers. It's not having an effect on his respiratory centers, Tobin told the prosecution. Tobin noted that the normal range for a respiratory rate is between 12 and 22. Tobin testified that Floyd's respiratory rate was 22 just before he lost consciousness. Then they had another doctor, and I was looking at his. He was at the very end, and he said that this is Dr. William Smock, or Bill Smock, emergency medicine physician with specialized training in forensic medicine, testified that Floyd died because of a lack of oxygen in his body. Mr. Floyd died from positional asphyxia. It is a fancy way of saying he died because he had no oxygen left in his body, Smock said. When the body is deprived of oxygen, in this case from his chest pressure and back, he gradually succumbed to lower and lower levels of oxygen until it was gone and he died. Smock also discussed the nature of strangulation and whether bruising is something that always occurs. You can be fatally strangled, die of asphyxia, and have no bruising. The presence or absence of a bruise on a human body is dependent upon a multiple different variables. How much pressure is applied? How is that pressure applied? How frequently is that pressure applied? Smock said. Then this last part, Dr. Daniel Eisenschmidt testified that fentanyl and methamphetamine were found in the blood taken from Floyd at the hospital. Floyd's fentanyl concentration was 11 nanograms per milliliter. And norfentanyl, a drug that fentanyl breaks down into, was recorded at a level of 5.6, he said. The norfentanyl concentration could indicate fentanyl was taken and then some of it had already broken down, or it could indicate someone took a dose of the drug, then later took another dose. The impact of fentanyl on someone can vary person to person due to tolerance, he said. So, basically, his his respiratory rate, they said normal is between 12 and 22. George Floyd was at 22. So he was at the high end of respiratory rates. So how is it that a person could have a high-end normal respiratory rate while being on fentanyl, which is what they claim, right? But he died from a fentanyl overdose, which suppresses your oxygen. which suppresses your respiratory rate, which would have been, they said should have been about 10. So his respiratory rate should have been 10, but it was 22. So these doctors, these experts came in, they really knocked it out the park with a lot of the evidence, because again, they wanted to rely on the whole fentanyl thing. And just what I want to say about that is that, for quite a while now, it's been a huge opioid epidemic, mainly on the white community. And you had a lot of, supposedly well-to-do white people or good white people who ended up succumbing to addictions to opioids and going on to use heroin and fentanyl and things like that. And what we saw in the media, what we saw from a lot of different court systems in reference to these white people was that they're not criminals, they're patients. That they have a medical problem and it should be treated as a medical issue. However, in this case with George Floyd, they want to paint him out to be a criminal. They want to paint him out to be the worst of the worst of the worst. He had a past criminal record that had nothing to do with anything he was doing now. Even if you want to talk about a counterfeit bill, whatever. But whatever the case, if he had a dependency problem, which his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend, whatever, testified that he did, then why isn't he being referenced or looked at in the way of a patient and not a criminal? So you see how they go back on their own word, how it's two different sets of rules. It's a set of rules for them and it's a set of rules for us. So I just find that really interesting that they just want to play this whole thing as a junkie, a black junkie, another black junkie dead. Oh, well, he shouldn't have committed a crime anyway. You had people like Candace Owens who pushed that narrative from the very beginning. So you have, that's the narrative that they're trying to use. But like I said, because of a lot of the expert testimony, they're just saying, no, that's just not true. No, he did not die from a fentanyl overdose. He did not die due to fentanyl. Not at all. He died because a grown ass man had his knee on his neck with pressure for 9 minutes. They showed today how when Chauvin was leaning on Floyd with his knee, that his foot was off the ground. So that means the full pressure of his weight was on George Floyd's neck. You know how you might kind of have your foot resting somewhat on the pavement so that it's more distributed, your weight. No, his foot was off the ground. And a really, really sad part before I throw the psycho was that one of the things that experts showed was that when he was trying to, get up or trying to let them know like, hey, something's wrong here, those were his final moments, and that your body goes into essentially like a seizure. And so he had some still shots of George Floyd's hand and where the knuckle was kind of out. And he was saying that for the average person who's looking at that, they may not see anything specific. He said, but for experts in his field, they told a whole story there. And he said that George Floyd was actually trying to breathe through his fingers and his knuckles, because your body goes into such a response in trying to fight to live, and how his body was responding, and he was pushing up off the ground like with his knuckles, that it's an involuntary response, that he was actually trying to breathe that way. Like, it's crazy, y'all. So if y'all get a chance, please go check out some of the testimony. They always put some salt in the game. It's been salt in the game. So they gonna come with some things again to try to just make George Floyd to be a criminal junkie and who deserved to die. But yeah, and to be honest, they left the defense attorney, they left him out there to dry, because honey, he was there by himself today. And he was pretty flustered. Like he was jacking up. Like he was like, can you strike that from the record? he was asking the one man the same question over and over and over. It was just a mess. But yes, I'll throw that to Psycho.
Yeah, you know, I don't even really want to speak too much on this case until everything's done, but I do know that, you know, it's going to be hard for the motherfuckers to actually try to make a case that Chauvin isn't actually guilty, right? It's very obvious. I mean, this shit is in everybody's face. Everybody saw it. You know, only stone cold racists, you know, only motherfucking hardcore trumpets and these Blue Lives Matter motherfuckers, these delusional fucks, they the only ones who are going to sit up here and try to present a case otherwise, right? Which disgusts me because some of these motherfuckers are actually black motherfuckers, right? Which really disgusts me, right? Trying to pull up these bullshit ass straw man red herring arguments about whether or not he was on drugs and all this, that, and the third, everything else. None of that shit is relevant to the fact that this grown ass man died for a non-violent offense. He died for a non-violent offense. And then people try to bring up old past things he's done and everything else to justify why he died then, which is silly. And it's obvious caping. That's obvious what it is, right? It's obvious that these motherfuckers are running interference and these motherfuckers don't want to hold this white man accountable for nothing. You know, every time, you know, enter the deflections, right? As soon as it's time to hold a white motherfucker accountable, enter the deflection. Then we got to talk about black on black crime, right? We got to talk about that red herring, right? We got to talk about black on black crime all fucking day long. All of a sudden now we go from a black man being murdered by a cop in Minnesota to talking about Pookie shooting up Ray Ray in Chicago, which don't got shit to do with the other thing we was just talking about, right? But this is a way to get the attention away from the obviously guilty white man who should be locked away forever. But we all know that's probably gonna be bullshit, because that's why I ain't really trying to get too worked up right now, because I've been here, done this, and I already know what's gonna end up happening. This motherfucker's either gonna get a slap in the wrist or he's gonna walk. And after he walks and get this slap in the wrist, I already know what's gonna happen. Negroes gonna get pissed off and they're gonna start wilding out here, rioting and looting, right? And after they do that, I already know what's gonna happen next. All these BLM, Black Lives Matter, ultra-liberal leftists that was waving all the rainbow flags and shaking the dildos up and down the block and all this other little wild-ass shit, spray painting all over the place. You know what them motherfuckers gonna do? They gonna throw all those black people under the bus. Biden gonna get on his soapbox, call them all a bunch of thugs and fucking criminals. And this ain't how we supposed to handle things. Right? That's what the fuck's gonna end up happening. You heard it here first. So when it happens, don't say you ain't heard it from Psycho, because that would be a lie. But that's what the fuck's gonna happen. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I'm expecting it, and I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. And I want to see what the responses are going to be after our initial response off the fuckery that we're going to witness at the end of this trial. We're going to respond, and then I want to see what the response is going to be to our response. You know, but for right now, I'm on, you know, to be continued mode, right? To be continued, motherfuckers, because yeah, I want to see the aftermath, because I already know it's going to be something. 'Cause I don't have no faith in these fuckers as far as the judicial system whatsoever when it comes to holding these pigs accountable. I have no faith. None. Zero. Zilch. History has shown me such. History has shown me that it's a waste of time for me to believe they are going to hold these pigs accountable. I don't give a fuck how much footage you got. I don't give a fuck how much evidence you have. I have seen these fuckers get away from this shit before with footage. They don't care. They don't care. I mean, but yeah, my bad, Renee. I just went on a little tangent. I said I wasn't gonna say too much. Oh, I'm done.
Nah, you good, and you 100% correct. I mean, I always say this, but look at the precedent that Rodney King said, where you had on video, from a neutral third party video of those 9 officers beating the brakes off of him, beating that man almost to death. And they got off. It's right there, clear as day on video, that he was not getting up. He had no weapon. He was not harming them. He was not even able to harm him. And they beat the hell out of him. They beat him so long that they got tired. And the next one would do it. And the next one. And the next one. They did it for sport. And they got off. So yeah, you 100% correct. That's why I said if this were a just system, then yeah, it just will be a wrap. But we already know what it is. And to somebody's comment real quick in the chat about where's any proof that Derek Chauvin himself was racist, what difference does it make? What difference do it make? And from what I understand, I don't have the have it right with me, but he had different cases put against him, or complaints rather, against him over time. Let's make that clear. And I think
he's not on trial for his racism.
Exactly. Did he kill this man maliciously or not? And he did. He put the full weight of his body on this motherfucking man's neck for a non-violent offense. A man who didn't have no weapon, a man who was already handcuffed, a man who was already face down in the pavement, a man who it was already 4 officers on the scene for one man who's handcuffed face down with no weapon. So the race, get that out of here. We already know what it is though. And I will just point out real quick that there are suits that have been filed because there were different Black officers who were reassigned and were barred from being able to guard Derek Chauvin. They moved they moved those Black officers to different floors so that he would be guarded by his people. Let's keep it a buck. By his people. 8 officers filed a civil suit of racial discrimination, that they were barred from Derek Chauvin's floor and that they were barred from guarding him. They wanted all them good old boys, them white boys up there to guard Derek Chauvin. But they don't do that when it's Black people doing something. They don't have our people ride with us for something. They don't do that then, do they? So yeah, I don't want to hear about none of that. But anyway, let's keep it pushing. So we're gonna get to the Joey, you treading on thin ice. You little white people, whatever, y'all come over here and do y'all little stuff or whatever, right? But you treading on thin ice. Let me let you know that, because we, don't block them yet or nothing, but you trading right now. Anyway, so let's go on to the meat of the story, or the meat of the show, which is, y'all see it on the thumbnail. Young Pharaoh and Rizza Islam deleted? Their YouTube channels deleted? Is it for being pseudo or something else? So basically, y'all, now last week we actually were going to talk about Rizza Islam because last week his channel was deleted and we took a week off. It was so much stuff going on during that week. So we ended up having to take a week off, but we never got around to it. Well, just so happened yesterday, you can add Young Pharaoh to the list of channels that got deleted. So his channel was deleted yesterday, which was so ironic because me and Psycho was watching this documentary and it's linked to somebody who's linked to Young Pharaoh, and it ended up kind of all tying in together. And when I sent the video, it just so happened that when later going back a few hours later, it was gone and the whole channel's terminated. So Psycho got some information for y'all. He got a video I think he's gonna play, or some audio he's gonna play, and we gonna get into why this happened because it's a lot of different theories. The main theory that I'm seeing amongst people who are their main supporters is that it's racism. Okay, that they're coming after, you know, Young Pharaoh and Rizza Islam for racism because they black and they're truth telling. They're truth tellers, right? Now let me just say this before I throw it to Psycho. Out the gate, I just want to say this before we get deeper into this. Most definitely, YouTube, social media, all this stuff is racist. I think that goes without saying. That's off rip. So there's not like there's a denial that that's a role or whatever in this. But no, this whole thing goes deeper than that. And so while a lot of people are caping on the strength of this just being on some racist stuff, we got to really look at what all's going on here. And, you know, a lot of people feel like, well, they was black men doing their thing. But y'all, it's a lot of levels to this. So we gonna get into it. I'm gonna throw the Psycho, and yeah, he got some audio. So.
Yeah. So yeah, family, you know, Renee just gave you the backdrop, everything. And yeah, you know, you know, like she said, you know, it's crazy because she literally had just sent me a video of young Pharaoh, of something, a video of Young Pharaoh and this kooky ass European conspirator, right? One of these QAnon motherfuckers, right? Because we had just got finished watching some shit, and this motherfucker who Young Pharaoh fucks with was actually on the shit that we was watching. And so we went, Renee went, dug up the video, sent it to me, and I went to watch it. And when I went to watch it, I'm like, yeah, this video's terminated. Whoever video this was you sent me, the channel's terminated. She's like, yeah, guess whose video that was? I was like, tell me that Young Pharaoh's video. She's like, yep. And it was sure enough, it was Young Pharaoh and shit. I was like, oh, what the fuck is this? What is this, for real? Seriously? Okay, all right now. I can't necessarily say I'm shocked. Especially given after he lost his European protection. I kind of knew that this kind of was like, you know, the writing was kind of on the wall with him. But then, you know, come to find out, this motherfucker was pissed. I mean, he was highly upset. Because, you know, this is cash cow. Right? You know, YouTube's his fucking cash cow, especially since he took this hardcore QAnon conspirator, I'll make America great again type position, right? But he was just loving Donald Trump and hugging on his nuts, and, you know, he was spreading light to the community about the deep state and the cabal that's out here, satanic and eating children, drinking adrenochrome and all this other wild ass little kooky shit, you know, trying and convincing everybody this is the new pro-black. This is the new pro-black. This is the super woke pro-black. You know, like, this was his shit. You know, like, this is you know, his channel blew up, right? That motherfucker, I forgot, like he went from like he did have some subs. I think he had like over 100,000, something like that. That motherfucker went from that to having like 560,000 in less than a year. Maybe about a year. It's been about a year. That motherfucker got about 400-something thousand subs in like a year. Shit was insane. How much he blew the fuck up, fucking with them trumpets, right? But yeah, so he finds out, this motherfucker finds out his motherfucking channel's gone. He's pissed off. He gets on Instagram and goes on a fucking tirade. So let's get on it. Let's listen to the tirade that he went on, family, because I find this amazingly hilarious. Because before I play this, let's not forget when he was taking everybody down this little new pro-black lane, this conspirator lane that these motherfuckers tried to create. You know what I'm saying? When they did this, he was telling people that race don't matter. He was on that race is a social construct shit. You know, he was talking that we need to stop blaming everything on racism shit. I need to remind y'all who I'm talking about right now, who just got terminated. The motherfucker who sat up there and said some of the wildest motherfucking cootery that you will ever hear in your life over the last few years, under the guise of some conspiratordness, some conspiratordation. Let me not let y'all forget how this motherfucker said he will fucking ride on black people. He will do bodily harm to black people if something was to happen to Donald Trump or some wild ass shit like that. We gonna get into all that though. I just had to remind y'all who this person is before I hit play. But let's get into it, family. Knowing all this information, let's get into it.
Peace, family. I'm just here to let y'all know, yes, it's true. YouTube deleted my channel because they're racist and don't like to see black people happy, positive, and doing great independently without white liberal influence or demonic control. So luckily, wait 1 second. Luckily, I'm always 30 steps ahead, and I backed up all of my videos, so you can get all of my YouTube videos, my classic videos on my website at ITENuniversity.com. Also have a kids youth section being created. Intros done, outros almost done, and that's being flooded as well. So come to ITENuniversity.com to watch any of my classic YouTube videos. It was over 1,000 of them, my new content plus my youth content, and we're going to go to school and get a proper education. And we're not going to be brainwashed or be controlled by white, liberal, racist, occultic, Freemasonic Democrats or YouTube or anybody else. So with that being said, I love y'all, I appreciate y'all, and we're going to the top. ITEN Nation, holla. We can see it here now. Motherfucker gonna delete a YouTube channel that's positive. But you gonna keep up the homosexual shit. The motherfucking the sexually deviant shit. All that bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. So this is my public disclaimer now. I don't do nothing illegal. All my shit is on paperwork. All my shit is professional. I'm lawyered up. All my ducks is in a row. I file taxes. Nothing illegal. Don't let these motherfuckers lie. Don't let these motherfuckers try to set me up. Don't let these motherfuckers try to pull me over, act like they found something in my car. Don't let these motherfuckers act like they found ain't shit in my nothing. I don't have nothing going. I make all of my money legitly and legally. Don't let these motherfuckers lie. I'm healthy. I don't eat meat. Don't let these motherfuckers be talking about something. The nigga, no. If anything happened to me, I was killed. I was poisoned. Straight up. And I'm not even saying that I expect it to happen, because a motherfucker not going to do shit to me. But I'm just giving you the disclaimer. I'm healthy. I'm legal. None of that. Do not let these motherfuckers line me up. I ain't doing nothing illegal. I'm not eating nothing wrong. None of that. We taking these bitches to court. And if anything happened to me, that's the motive. Ain't no freak accidents. Ain't no none of that. We taking these bitches to court. And we gonna start with YouTube. And whoever want it next, gonna get it next. Straight up. That's how young Pharaoh playing. I'm not fucking with nobody, but ain't nobody gonna think they gonna be fucking with me. Straight up. So YouTube, we see you bitches in court. This will be added to the lawsuit, and I need my bag. I need my bag. You may very well be witnessing the end of an empire. Because I'm not gonna stop until I own YouTube ass. Straight up. You dirty bitches. You dirty cock-sucking, steak nasty bitches. That's what the fuck you are. Racist ass, white liberal, Democrat bitches. That's what the fuck you are. Who censor people's views. You hide people's channels. You delete people's followers. You delete people's channels. And you control people's growth through your platform. And you systematically control who you do and do not want to grow. That is what you do. That is what you do. You see black people on the internet talking positive about each other, and you hide our channels, and you censor them, and you destroy them. But you see black people on YouTube talking that bullshit, acting homosexual, promoting gang culture, promoting Satanism, and you get them bitches the most motherfucking promotion you can give them. Because you motherfuckers have an agenda to destroy our community psychologically. How you gonna do the people like that? How y'all doing the people like that? Huh? Y'all gonna do just do the people like that? Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. So I'm gonna let y'all know, alright, cool. I negative frequency I can put out, and I'm gonna focus it right on your ass. And I got something for you. I got something for y'all bitches. Straight up. No more motherfucking games. No more motherfucking games. Let's put it on the table. Let's put it on the table. We dealing with some racist pedophiles who worship the devil. Let's be clear on that. That's what we dealing with. No games. Ain't no God made us all equal shit. Ain't no motherfucking we are the same shit. Ain't no love thy neighbor shit. None of that. Fuck that. Let's call it what it is. We dealing with some pedophile, devil worshiping motherfucking Freemasons. That's what we dealing with. And we need to get away from these bitches. Let them motherfuckers do what they do to their own kids. Let them motherfuckers do what they do to their own families. But they not about to keep fucking our families over. Shit, they not gonna fuck mine over. You might let them fuck. They not gonna fuck mine over. Let these motherfuckers rape on their own kids. Huh? Let the Biden family keep having sex with their own family. But y'all not gonna expose us to that. You're not gonna expose my family to that. And however hard I gotta go, bitch, I'm gonna go harder than I had to go just to let you know I had that in me. Plus, I had in me what you thought I didn't. So fuck y'all bitches. My own social media app is on the way. I started my own filming. Yeah. Yes. Whatchamacallit? Private investigation firm coming as soon as I complete this motherfucking discourse, and we getting in these people's ass. And if I gotta start my own motherfucking law firm, I'll do that too. Matter of fact, sounds like a good idea. Count that in there too. Law firm on the way.
Bro,
How you doing, great one?
bro, listen. This is what I'm saying. Now, to me, this is white supremacy. White supremacy to me is me sitting down on this show and this white man telling me and telling my son that he is a woman. Now, listen, this man say, we have performed MRI scans on men like your son, and it has been proven that they have the brain of a straight woman. Well, motherfucker, why he ain't got the body of a straight woman? Okay? To me, that I'm not driving, y'all. I'm riding. My homie driving. Tell him what's up, Jerry.
Hey.
We went to the aquarium. We took the kids to the aquarium today. So listen, you know, at this point, I feel as though that all of this, of course, was intentional. They want to come after my son and it's just like that song with Lil Nas, come on this side, we'll give you whatever you want, whatever you need, we'll take care of you. Since they want to try to make it seem as if I don't love him and that they do and they're going to take care of him. This ain't nothing but the devil. Just like what I was talking about. All they have been doing is lying to us. Now, what happens is this. Joe Biden want to take our guns. They want to fuck our sons. Let's just be for real, okay? They don't want us to have no knowledge. They don't want us to have no money. They just announced that they are giving $50 million to Asian communities in regards to hate crimes. $50 million. Every Asian I know done got rich off of black people in the black community.
That's right.
Everyone that I know. So now y'all gonna give them money, no reparations for us. All we get is a vaccine and abortion and a motherfucker telling us that our sons are women. Black women better stand up. Black men, we need you back in the homes. Look what I'm going through. These fuck niggas killed my baby daddy, okay? Now
Right.
I got a beef with a nigga trying to save my son. It's not even supposed to be my fight.
That's right.
It's not even supposed to be my fight. This is why our children have fathers. This is why we got to regroup. I'm about almost with you, man. All white people not bad, but boy, them white liberals will be the death of Black America. And that's the bottom line.
They gotta go. They gotta go. And here's my thing. If I don't see white people checking white liberals, your ass gotta go. Because
Come on now.
I'm gonna check the corrupted version of myself. If I come to your house and the person that I come with is being rude, you know, they cursing and they just not being according to proper standard, the way that they should, I'm gonna be like, hey, don't be doing that in Angela house.
No, I can hear you. Go ahead.
I'm gonna jump y'all to jump you back in. I'm gonna put Edge back in a second. But what I was saying was this: white people invented homosexuality. Y'all invented this shit. This is not a black people's invention. Y'all invented this shit in pedophilia back in ancient Greece and ancient Rome. So here's the thing. Y'all, white people keep trying to tell us we crazy because we don't want to accept their standards of living. Because we don't want to accept the shit they want to do. Bitch, our ancestors were not homosexual. Our ancestors were not attracted to children. Motherfucker. That's just it. That's just it. Everything that white people invented, they do today. Bestiality, legal. Pedophilia, illegal. Polygamy, illegal. Pedophilia, marrying motherfuckers. You can marry a 13-year-old in like 11 states in America. Bestiality is legal in 10 states. So you can fuck a kid, you can fuck an animal, you can fuck another man, but you can't have 2, 3, 4, 5 wives though. So we gotta ask white people, why are y'all so against black men having multiple women, but and that's bad, and y'all want to promote that as bad, but y'all want to shove pedophilia down our throat. You want to shove bestiality and all of the shit y'all like to do down our throat. So I just want to say that we do not accept white culture at all. We do not accept white culture at all. And if that's a motherfucking problem, good, bitch. Good. Because I don't want to be around that shit anyway. Straight up. White Democrat liberals must motherfucking go. And I'm not feeling the Jewish community either. I'm tired of you bitches too. I'm tired of you motherfuckers too. I'm tired of you hoes too. You're not a fucking Jew. You're not a real Jew. You've never been or never came from Israel. And quiet as it's kept, motherfucker, you haven't even proved you're a authentic 100% human genetically. If y'all really want to go there. But I'm not even gonna go there on you right now. But the psyche of Caucasians must go. Because y'all have a sick, twisted, demented ass mentality. And motherfuckers don't see it. Motherfucker, let me give you an example. Freddy Krueger. What was Freddy Krueger? A pedophile who died and came back and continued to kill kids. Did black people make that up? Nope. That's in the mind of a white man. A motherfucking clown that feed off children's fear and kill kids. A white man made that up. All of these crazy ass characters, all of these crazy ass scenarios, human trafficking, slavery, this is all white people shit. And then y'all motherfuckers get mad when we don't agree with y'all thinking pattern. White people, y'all have a nasty, disgusting ass thinking pattern. Y'all think of the most nasty, sick shit. And then you get mad when we don't accept it. And the point I was finna make was this, okay? Lying, white people lie all the time. Don't tell no motherfucking truth. Okay? Excuse me. Let me be specific. These white Democrat liberals. Okay? Let's talk about motherfucking the doctor, right? The white doctor. The white doctor, the same one telling you to get this vaccine that's killing motherfuckers. Same white doctor will tell you motherfucking something's wrong with you because you can't digest milk. No, motherfucker. Did you know that if you lactose intolerant, you actually healthy? Did you know that you have a gene called the lactate gene that actually turns off once you become like 2 to 3 years old because your body genetically already knows you should not be still chemically dependent upon your mother's breast milk? So your DNA automatically turns that gene off, and you're biologically no longer able to digest milk. That means you're healthy. So to motherfuckers that's 25 and 30 years old still drinking milk, nigga, your genes actually never turned off. So you the one with the problem, not the person that actually can't digest the milk. On top of the fact, it's cow's pus. It's not milk. It's wasteful fluids from a cow. So if you're lactose intolerant, you're actually healthy. If you're not lactose intolerant and you're still drinking cow's milk, you're actually not healthy. But this is what white people do. This is what the white man gonna do. Same motherfucker that's gonna make weed illegal, lock everybody up for weed, gonna let you go to the motherfucking CVS and Rite Aid to get a motherfucking Xanax. And speaking of Rite Aid, let's talk about how Rite is short for ritual. Rite Aid literally means ritual aid. The root word of pharmacy is pharmaceuticus, which is a place of spells and potions. So this white man is a motherfucking, these white liberal motherfuckers are satanic occultists, hiding behind religious guises, hiding behind political guises, and they trying to make everybody do evil. And they trying to finesse everybody. And then when you call their ass out, they try to string you into the courtroom and finesse you in the courtroom, criminalize you, and lock your ass up and act like you was the motherfucking criminal when it really was dumb motherfucking criminal. So let's just cut all that. Let's cut all that. Bitch, we not about to play them games. We not about to play them games. You motherfuckers are devil-worshipping pedophiles. That is what you motherfuckers are. That is what you motherfuckers are. That is what you motherfuckers are. And I'm going to lay y'all ass out in court. I'm going to play by the book. But if you want to jump off script and get froggy, we can do that too. All I ask is that you let me know. Let me know. Don't sneak me. Don't sneak me. Let me know it's beef, nigga. So we can get it in then. Let me know it's beef so we can get it in, motherfucker. Straight up, whatever you want to do. But I'm playing by the book. 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 And so it's time to move different. But with that being said, my own social media apps on the way. Okay? And we out nation. Everything independent. Everything independent. We don't sign no contract unless it's ours. Everything independent. Own everything. Own everything. Listen, if y'all got land for sale, keep hitting me up. I want to buy it. Keep hitting me up. I want to buy it. We don't fuck all that. Fuck the New World Order. Fuck these Freemasons. Fuck these white Democrat liberals. Fuck these pedophiles. Fuck the LGBTQ that was started by a motherfucking pedophile. Okay? Started by the head of NAMBLA, National Association for Man-Boy Love. Yes. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Fuck pedophile Disney. Fuck all that. And if we catch your ass supporting these racist, dirty motherfuckers, we not fucking with you either. So YouTube just made a last crucial mistake with me. And I'm going to see these hoes in court. Fuck these hoes. And all these black celebrities, black basketball players, NFL players, y'all better watch these niggas because they leading you right to the slaughterhouse. And with that being said, I'm going to end on this. Fuck YouTube. Fuck YouTube. We'll see y'all bitches in court. IronUniversity.com. Get there now. We flooded it with knowledge. Lectures coming up on how to deal with the judicial system. I'm exposing Big Pharma. Lectures on giants coming. More lectures on extraterrestrials coming. More lectures on underground dumb facilities coming. We blowing this shit up. Iden University, the #1 university on the planet. Trigonometry, geometry.
Oh shit, family, did y'all hear all that babble? Did y'all hear that nonsense? This motherfucker is nutty, man. This motherfucker started talking his whole motherfucking satanic, Masonic, cabal worshiping shit, and Yo, where do I start? Where do I start with this nonsense? First of all, this motherfucker right here talking about how he's gonna sue YouTube again. Ain't this about the 5th time he said he was gonna sue YouTube? Didn't the last time this motherfucker said he was going to sue YouTube, he raised up enough money to get him a new house? And the case never fucking happened? He's about to grift the fuck out of this shit. He's already setting it up. I bet you he already got a GoFundMe out right now for lawyer fees for this lawsuit to get his fucking channel back that he is not gonna fucking get back. But he's gonna use this situation to grip the fuck out of these conspirators, because they easy grips. Conspirators are easy grips, right? That's easy money, right? Ain't hard to get them fuckers. They believe anything. He about to grip the fuck out of these weirdos. Right? Found that shit so that's a scam for him, right? To get online, tell everybody he about to sue somebody, he need lawyer fees. That motherfucker been doing that shit since about 2016. He has been doing this weirdo shit, suing people and needing lawyer fees with GoFundMes since about 2016. He has been doing this GoFundMe scam even before that. Because even before he had the YouTube grift, where he needed lawyers all the fucking time, every fucking year, he needs some new lawyers, because he about to sue YouTube again. And not even before that, the reason why people even know who the fuck he is because of a GoFundMe he made for Sandra Bland. Raised up a GoFundMe for Sandra Bland, and the family never got a dime of it. He grifted the fuck out of that Sandra Bland situation. Talking about he raising all this money for Sandra Bland and her family didn't get a dime of it. Huh? But he want to talk shit about BLM hustling people. Motherfucker, you been ambulance chasing way before. You learned from them. What is you talking about? Now you want to complain about them grifting. You the same motherfucker. Young pseudo. Always talk about you want to sue somebody. Get your lying ass out of here. You ain't gonna sue shit. You gonna pocket that money like you always do. Let's get that clear. This motherfucker they started sounding just straight like polite, didn't he? He started talking straight like polite. Like, yeah, family, yeah, I'm about to have my own school. I'm about to have my own website. I'm about to have my own ambulance, my own hospitals. I'm about to have my own sewer system. I'm about to have my own sports league. I'm about to have all that shit, family. Just donate to this GoFundMe, family. We got to get this shit going. We got to get this shit going. Fuck YouTube. I'm about to own YouTube. Just donate to my GoFundMe, family. We gonna own YouTube. We gonna sue these motherfuckers to hell. I just need some lawyers. Hit up my GoFundMe, family. We're going to sue the fuck out of them and get our own, and then we're going to get our own television station. We're going to get our own television station. We're going to buy out HBO. And then we're going to air our own shit by satellite. I just need y'all to hit the GoFundMe, family. Hit the GoFundMe, family. We're going to do this. We're going to own all this shit. Own law firm, or lawyers, or have anything. That motherfucker started sounding straight like Polite. That's that bullshit Polite be talking. Polite owns everything. Yeah, this motherfucker is like selling motherfuckers pipe dreams. I'm like, are y'all motherfuckers serious? What? Fucking weirdo. Then you got this coon ass bird fucking Angela Stanton. For those who don't know, she ran for, I think it was governor out in fucking Georgia last election. And she kind of went viral during the election run, getting on the Breakfast Club, you know, debating them fuckers about abortion and shit. You know, she one of these conspirators out here. You know, everything's about the chitlins. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, whatever. You know, like, I think it's fake, but whatever. I think a lot of that QAnon children shit is fake. But don't get me going on that. You know, y'all, that's a whole different topic. This coon gets up on here, starts trying to call out white supremacy. So yeah, now this is what I call white supremacy. Them doing blah, 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 blah. Oh, really? So being sensitive, that's white supremacy, huh? Not George Floyd having a knee on his motherfucking neck. No. George Floyd got a knee on his motherfucking neck for damn near 10 minutes. No, that's not white supremacy. That's black people worried about the wrong shit. That's black people that don't want to talk about black on black crime, right? That's not white supremacy. But young Pharaoh getting his YouTube channel terminated for pseudo-ass information. That is white supremacy, though. I want y'all to pay attention to the weirdos y'all are following. Pay very close attention. George Floyd dying at the hands of the pigs is not white supremacy according to Angela Stanton. But young Pseudo getting his channel taken for espousing pseudo-ass disinformation. Let me specify that. Disinformation. That is the real white supremacy. Right. Let that soak in. Let that soak in, family. Right? Then that coon turned around and said, what'd she say? Oh, yeah. All white people ain't bad. They aren't bad. And blah, 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 blah. She wanted to say that. She had to get that out there. I don't want people to think I hate white people. All white people ain't bad. But those white liberals, they're the racists. They're the racists. Them the satanic pedophilia baby killers. They want to kill black babies and rape them and dice them up and drink their blood and sacrifice them for the elite. To push the deep state narrative. These white liberals are racist. It always fucks me up when I hear coons trying to bang on white people and then they got a motherfucking put little caveats on here talking about it's the white liberals. The white conservatives, they're not racist. The white conservatives, they don't mean nothing but, they don't mean black people nothing but good. The white conservatives are angels. It's them satanic, following, devil-worshipping fucking white liberals. They're the problem. These vaccine-pushing motherfuckers trying to give us the mark of the beast. They're the motherfucking problem. These conservatives over here with the Confederate flags and the motherfucking and the motherfucking Nazi flags all over the place, the swastikas and Confederate flags, rebel flags everywhere. They're our friends. They're the good white folk. The bad white folk is these motherfuckers over here, these devil worshippers. These motherfuckers over here don't worship the devil. Claim good white folk. They don't worship the devil. They practice the Bible. They the ones who gave us the Bible. How you gonna talk about them when they the ones who gave us this good book? These good white folk. Without them, we wouldn't have this good book. How you gonna talk about the Klan like that? Leave them alone. They're always crying about racism. Hilarious. Hilarious. And then, real quick before I pass the mic to Renee, these motherfucking weirdos kill me with they white supremacist fucking logic. They have been around these white supremacists so long, they start picking up they little bullshit ass talking points and narratives. You hear these Negroes up here trying to separate Jews from white people? That is a straight neo-Nazi, Ku Klux Klan, white nationalist fucking narrative. Where they want to separate the Jews from white people. And then try to treat them like they are somehow some kind of separate entity. This is what these weirdos do. They found these white supremacist narratives. Now these Negroes are trying to run back to the community and convince you Negroes that Jews and white people are different motherfuckers. The Jews is something completely different than white people. Right. Got it. Whatever, motherfucker. Pieces of shit. Anyways, let me pass the mic to Renee, because I know she chopping at the bit. Go ahead, Renee. I did that too.
All right, so yeah. Okay, Psycho, don't kill me, but I have put some more images in the back that I want you to show. We gonna get into a couple of things because I just found something that I thought was gone, but it's actually saved on, or was actually done on the white dude's site. And I'm gonna play something for y'all. It's just a few seconds, it's not long. But we gonna get to that in a second. But so yeah, let's break this whole thing down, right? And Psycho was on point 100% with everything that he said. Now, as far as YP goes, it's been a long time since I would say he was what I would consider to be pro-black, in terms of something that I supported. And once upon a time, I did support him very early on. Very early. And after that, I was cool. Because there was definitely a change that happened. And so now, it seems, he went in another direction. He seems to really be feeling himself. He has a following that is a lot of young Black people that turned into a lot more white people because he began pushing that whole Q conspiracy theory lane. Particularly when he got even deeper into it. He had a lot of pseudo stuff over the years, but he got even deeper in early 2020 when coronavirus was first kind of starting to come on the scene. And so he got much deeper into the conspiracy world. He put people on his channel like that crazy woman, white woman, Dr. Judy Mikovits, who they made that thing Plandemic or whatever. He started rolling with a lot of these, very right-wing, conspiratorial white folks. He started running with them. And on his channel, you could see a very large shift from where it was predominantly Black people, predominantly younger Black people, supporting his channel to in his streams, or even if you looked at his comments, it was overwhelmingly white. And here's the thing, here's just a rule of thumb. When white people start patting you on your back and on your head, it's a problem. It's a problem. Whenever that starts happening, whenever you see that happening, it's a problem. That should let you know as a Black person, this is maybe not somebody I want to support, because it's a reason for that. And so during that time, he was definitely pushing a political angle. He was definitely pushing a, conservative angle. And it's just so funny to me because me and Psycho for years, we have pushed that Black people should not be supporting any political party. But we all know over this last presidential election, there was this whole shift that supposedly if you left the Democratic plantation and you went to the Republican plantation, well, now you pro-Black. That being a conservative means you're pro-Black. For some reason, that became some narrative. I don't know why. And so you had people like him who represented that standpoint. And were trying to push and encourage Black people to vote for Trump. There were some people whose eyes opened up and was like, okay, nah, this ain't nah. So wait a minute. This man who supposedly told all these people how foul Caucasians are, what Caucasians really do, not to trust the system, right? Because he was running heavy with SETI in previous years. And, respect to SETI. But that whole time it was F the system, right? That whole time it was F these people, they not for us. Even though he was still pushing a lot of that pseudo stuff that I don't rock with, that was still supposed to be the stance, right? But then you flip, and now you just saying, well, just don't go for the liberal white people. Huh? So wait a minute. You think this whole system is constructed and operated solely based on liberal white people? What is really going on? So these conservative white people, they down for Black folk, right? They riding with Black people, right? Trump is riding for Black people, because remember, if anybody do anything to Trump, we ride. We ride, and that's what he said, right? So, the unfortunate thing is with a lot of young people who think that what he's saying is so smart and so brilliant, and it's information they've never been told and information they've never learned, they get taken advantage of. And that's why I always tell people, do all your own research. You can listen to whoever you want to listen to, but you don't believe things without facts, without proof, without evidence. I would not suggest it. I don't care if it's me. I don't give a damn who it is. So, but unfortunately, these young people, a lot of them are just kind of getting open to different knowledge, if you will. They're just starting to have some political understanding, if you will. And so for somebody like him, who's a grifter, somebody like him who can tap dance and say a little of this and say a little of that, that mesmerizes them. And so when you have that combination with all of the conspiratorial things that all these right-wing, crazy, kooky white people was going with in the Q world. All of that stuff got merged together in 2020. All of that stuff got merged together in 2020. And you have Rizza Islam right in there in the mix with all of this stuff. It's so much, I could blow this whole thing, roof off of this whole thing. But one of the problems is people are very resistant to it because a lot of pro-Black people, they still have a level of the spooky thing. So a lot of these people still know how to appeal to that spooky thing that's there. A lot of these people think because they're not going for Biden or for the Democrats or the mainstream, that what they're supporting then is correct. Nah, like, and again, none of these parties are for us. None of them. So you have to question, what was the shift? What was a major shift from you not supporting any political parties, none of that, in past years? And we know SETI don't support none of it. He stayed consistent with that. But what changed? So then you see that, you know, within the year of 2020, he increased his subscriber count by hundreds of thousands. Probably about, like Psycho was saying earlier, probably about over 400,000 subscribers, because he was over 100,000, but he got up to close to 6 before they shut it down. So what, you don't see that happen. When do you ever see that within a measure of months, your average Black person who's a truth teller, right, whatever that means, because we got to deal with that, they subscriber count jumped by over 400,000 people in 1 year? And what he was saying on his Instagram Live, another one that I think was since deleted, was, oh, they don't want to see Black people talking positive on Black people and doing things positive for the community. What was that? What was that? Because you blew up when you start talking about you got all of these sealed indictments, right? What happened to that? And this is my thing. Do people ever question what happened to all of the claims you made? He, way back in early 2020, said he had thousands of sealed indictments on all these celebrities and Hillary Clinton and Oprah and Tom Hanks and all of these people. Remember, y'all, that's supposed to be round up. They supposed to get locked up, Guantanamo Bay. They supposed to be executed and military tribunals. And in order, what he did was, in order for you to supposedly get that information, you had to join his website and pay $24.95. So wait a minute, you got the truth. Supposedly, somehow you got these sealed indictments, right? He supposedly got from somebody, some reliable source who really know what's going on or whatever, right? And then you got to pay him $25 to get some Photoshop images. Where's the court filings though? Like, where's the proof? And why the hell ain't Oprah and all of them round up and gone? What happened to all that? Because remember, Biden was supposed to be president, all of this different stuff, the storm and Trump and all, he pushed all of that rhetoric. He pushed all of the rhetoric about the pandemic. And it's so sad because I feel like he really played on a lot of people's lack of understanding or intelligence on these issues. And he made them think that he really legitimately cared about Black people and didn't want Black people to be harmed by these vaccines and didn't want this, that, and the other to happen. Well, baby, that's a money train. That's money. That's money. So you gonna keep saying and doing what gets you the money if that's what you really about.
got these pictures up too, by the way.
Okay, because I want to get into a couple of things. So the other day we was watching a documentary about Q, and the documentary we watched multiple ones. It's an excellent one called Into the Storm. That's a 6-part series, y'all. It's on HBO Max if you can get it, y'all. And then it's another one that Vice did. That's a 3-part series. And so on the one that Vice did is basically trying to find out who's Q. I'm going to tell you the connection here. Okay, I'm going to put this all together for you. So they was trying to find out who Q was, right? Because remember, Q was supposed to be this high ranking, because Q was supposed to be the highest level of security, national security you can have. Okay, so it's supposed to be this super high ranking person in the military, in the government, who is giving all of this information on, supposedly these sealed indictments, on supposedly these military tribunals, on supposedly these pedophile child sex rings with these celebrities and politicians and all of this stuff, right? And they're putting this information out there to the world, right? And that Trump is supposed to be a white hat, which means Trump is a savior, right? Trump is coming in, he's saving the world, he's saving the children, all right? Because that's their whole other thing, save the children. And Trump is one of the only ones who's pure, right? Everybody, all these other people, well, definitely the Democrats, because the Republicans, they don't say too much bad about them, of course. But the Democrats, all of them are pedophiles, all of them are all of these things, right? And probably many of them are. So I'm not making a case that they aren't, but I'm just telling you about this Q thing. So Trump is up on this pedestal, right? And you got the Michael Flynn man and all of these other people connected. So in the documentary that Vice did, okay, go check it out, look it up. In that documentary, in the last episode of the 3 episodes, they had a man on there named Robert David Steele. Okay? Robert David Steele, if Psycho can put the picture up, I don't know if he got it up or not, but Robert David Steele is a former CIA agent, okay? And he's supposedly this truth teller, and he's supposedly, he's connected to Q. And many people think he is Q, or that he knows who Q is and he's directly connected to Q. Okay, so I want to show y'all how these are people that are well connected. This man is well connected within the government, within knowing Trump, within knowing all of these people. This white man. And guess who this white man interviewed? Young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh. Now this will be the ultimate white man that somebody like SETI would go crazy about. And how these people are beasts, how these people are animals and they're devils and they're all these things. But this is who he was riding with. This is who he was riding with. So I want to play a couple of seconds because y'all should be able to hear this. But this is from the interview that this white man, and I'm gonna put the link in the chat room so y'all can go directly to the site and watch the whole interview if you want to, okay? But I just want to show y'all the connection to this. So again, remember that the Robert David Steele dude is very, very high ranking in the Q world in terms of who is Q, who created this whole thing, who helped to manipulate this whole thing, behind the scenes working with Trump and with the General Michael Flynn and all these people. And then this goes direct line to Young Pharaoh. All right, so let me play a little of this. Psycho, let me know if you can hear this.
Hello, everybody. I have two extremely important people here in a cultural, democratic, justice, freedom, liberty, faith kind of way. On the one hand, I have Amelia Love, who is a goddess of healing, and I have young Pharaoh, who is, I think, one of the most important leaders who can reach young Black people who are under assault today. These young Black people are being attacked not only by bad lyrics in hip hop and rap and stuff that are pushing them toward crime, but they're being attacked by these fake riots with illegal aliens from Haiti and Somalia and dumbass young white kids. And they're trying to persuade the young Black people that they should join in this event. And if there's one man on this planet that stands in favor of Donald Trump, in favor of faith, family, and freedom, and in favor of a contract with Black America and Black youth particularly, that man is young Pharaoh. So let me start by asking Amelia Love, who is a coach on energy wellness and who knows and introduced me to young Pharaoh. Please, Amelia, tell us about young Pharaoh and why he matters, and then we'll turn the stage over to him.
So young Pharaoh is amazing in that there is a large part of the Black community that is unreachable right now, that the youth that would not listen to me either on a YouTube or in person, or you, Robert, you know.
Or the older Black leaders.
Oh, exactly. And so what's happened is that there's this group that cannot hear anyone coming through with real clear knowledge. And so young Pharaoh is able to not only get them to listen, but they actually listen and they enjoy listening. And so I feel that very much at the moment, he is the greatest prize we have on earth. Now, everyone's going to be like, whoa, that's extreme. Let me explain why. Because Trump needs the Black vote. Trump also needs the Black community to not be manipulated against him. The Black community, particularly the youth, is being manipulated against him, and only Pharaoh is able to get through and be heard. So this means that he is the greatest weapon we have against the enemy, and Trump needs to become aware of him as soon as possible, because I'll allow him to sort of talk about a little bit more about it, but we actually have something happening October 17th, and I'm being guided from Spirit that the timing of this is perfect. And finally, the only other thing I'd like to say is just the fact that he understands that unity is necessary right now, and his dream and goal is to actually be surrounded by patriots of all colours, because he sees that this is the way we beat the enemy.
Okay. So y'all heard that. Y'all heard that, right? So you have, again, this high-ranking white man behind the scenes, well connected to all these racist-ass, white supremacist-ass people in this whole Q thing. And here's young Pharaoh. And they said, it gets worse during the interview, okay? Because they say, yes, he's here to lead Black people, particularly young Black people, to Trump. They said he is the greatest weapon they have because they needed to get Trump back in office, right? They don't care about what the Black community is contending with. Mind you, this interview was this specific one, I think, was either in August or September of 2020. Now, if y'all remember 2020, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, all of the other multitudes of cases and situations that went down, all of the protesting that happened. No, don't focus on the police brutality, the killing of unarmed Black men, women, and children in your community, the discrimination, the white supremacy you face. We need you to go ahead and get these niggers to vote for Trump. So we gonna pat you on the head. We gonna throw a couple dollars your way because you working for us, nigga. You working for us. And when you hear this man, young Pharaoh talk to this man, he speak to that man with a level of respect I've never heard him speak with, ever. And you got people out here thinking that this dude is really legitimate when it comes to black people. And now that your channel is gone, oh, it's white people, it's white this, it's white that. But you just riding with white people though. They just patted you on the head and told you you was there to bring black folk to Trump. That's your purpose. That's what you gonna do. And then the chick says he wants to be surrounded by patriots of all colors. See, and it's so unfortunate because, you know, he does have the ear of a lot of young black people that could be real revolutionaries or could be, you know, really productive people for the community. And this is what's going on. And this is what the real is. This is what the real is. And a lot of people don't want to deal with it. A lot of people don't really want to hear it. So then it makes sense now as to why he would be with CPAC, right? Because CPAC is the big conservative conference they have every year, right? And so we know he was supposed to go to this most recent one. And then they canceled him for the anti-Semitism, right? Mind you, it's well known in conservative circles that they're, quote, anti-Semitic. Matter of fact, they were paying honor to Rush Limbaugh, that bastard, this year, who died. They was paying tribute to him, and he had anti-Semitic things on his record, but they canceled young Pharaoh. But see, here's the thing to understand. Cooning for these people, that's a very short career. That's not a long career path, because you're useful for the time. And when that time is past, it's done. Look how quickly they dropped him like a hot potato. When there was a little pressure and they say, hey, this guy's made some anti-Semitic stuff, they said, oh, he's out, bye. See you, young Pharaoh. But see, he's so well connected through all of that stuff by dealing with people like this Robert David Steele man, that's why they put him on CPAC. It was because of him. But then when it was a little heat, they don't want nothing to do with Pharaoh. And now that Pharaoh's channel's gone, oh well, you think Robert David Steele and these people is hurting for money? Hell no, that man's paid. He's well connected with all of them people. He's paid. But see, Pharaoh, most of his income, let's keep it a buck, was based off of this, was based on having this large YouTube channel and what type of traffic that could bring in and what that revenue that could bring in for him. And so now that that's done, now that that's over with, now what? Because guess what? Trump's done. Trump's done. At least for these next 4 years, that's a wrap on that. So you're not of the same service to them that you were back in August, September, October of 2020, before the election. See, you were of more service then than you are now. And so all of that stuff that he was doing, pushing all that conspiracy stuff, all that Q stuff, the anti-vaccine stuff, again, me and Psycho been telling y'all for the longest, that stuff comes from these right-wing, conservative, white supremacists. Y'all think because young Pharaoh and Rizza Islam is spouting it, that this is black information? This ain't no motherfucking black information. This is white supremacist information. And I ask people, if y'all remember back to the chick who was supposed to have gotten vaccinated, the Kalila Mitchell registered nurse, right? That video that went viral, that Rizza Islam, we about to get on him, that Rizza Islam put out there. Okay. I asked people, what do y'all think because that was proven 100% to be false. So I asked people, why do y'all think this was put out there? This was an intentional disinformation campaign targeted to Black people to convince Black people not to get the vaccine. And I'm not here to promote Black people getting it. I'm here to promote Black people to think for themselves and make their own personal choice. I'm not a doctor. I'm not none of that, but I'm somebody who can pinpoint lies. I'm somebody who does their research. I'm somebody who thinks on both sides of the coin. So you have to ask then, if that whole thing was false and a lie about that woman who supposedly got Bell's palsy and all this, why would somebody make that? Who was behind that video and what was their intention? To have this Black woman sit up here and lie to try to encourage Black people to not get the vaccine. And then you have people like Alex Jones running the video, all of these right-wing sites, all of these white supremacists running this. And when you watch them documentaries on Q, you see all these white supremacists in this stuff. And Black people sat up here and took this whole thing and believed it. They believed all of this Q stuff. We've been telling y'all this is white information. This is white supremacist information. This is not Black. And he sat up here and passed a bunch of this crap off to Black people. And so now his channel is gone. It's supposed to be, oh, well, Black people need to team up and do. No! You better call Robert David Steele and get your motherfucking channel back. You better call CPAC. You better call Trump. You better call all these white, Dr. Judy Mikovits and all them white people that you put it on the line for. Because see, the real takedown, they definitely take down Black people who are speaking real truth, okay, about racism, white supremacy, yes. But in this case, this has more to do with all the Q conspiracy rhetoric. This has more to do with all the fake rhetoric that's been put out there for the longest. It has more to do with that. And allowing your channel to be used for that stuff. And that's what took you down. What took you down was not nothing for Black people. Cut it out. We're not doing that one. We ain't doing that one. And then in one clip, he turns around and says, yeah, anybody who's still, any Black people who's still on YouTube, you are agent. Any Black people that's still on YouTube, they suspect. So wait a minute. You was just on YouTube a few hours ago, but now since they deleted your channel, any Black people still on there are agents or suspect? You don't say. You don't say. But did you feel like that the week before when they took Rizza Islam's channel? Because they've bashed his a lot, and it's because they doing the same thing. Let's keep it a buck. Let's call a spade for what it really is. But did you feel like that last week when they took Rizza Islam's channel? Did you feel like anybody still on YouTube at that time was an agent? Because you were still on YouTube at that time. So now this becomes a whole all Black people thing, right? All Black people thing. When you running around with these white supremacists. You sitting up here towing the line for them. You sitting up here feeding this crap to Black people. Oh, and in that little clip I played where she talked about October 17th, oh, that was when they had the 1776 Freedom Tour. Let's talk about it. The 1776 Freedom Tour. Psycho, if you can't put up, I can't see the screen right now, so you might be putting up the images. But so you had this event, right, where you had all these white people, but what do they do? Because he was in the clique. So we're going to have young Pharaoh, because, you know, we got to make it seem like, you know, Black people are included. When we don't give up about Black people, just like the Democrats don't. We just either want they votes or them not to vote for Biden, whatever it takes. But right now, you guys are patriots. I don't see color. We're all one, right? All that stuff, right? Like the Q motto, where we go one, we go all, right? And you had Black people black folk who know about all the system, all of this, otherwise intelligent, repping that where we go one, we go all. Who's all? Since when we been all? But this is what all of that stuff represents in this 1776 Freedom Tour. All of that stuff is connected. All of that stuff is one thing. In 1776, our ancestors were owned as property in this country. And you got this fool leading black people out there, making his own shirts with 1776 on them so he can get paid like that too. And leading them to be a part of something repping 1776? What's really going on, y'all? And again, on one end, I understand it's a lot of young people who may not be thinking, of this in the same way that me or Psycho do, or some of y'all do, but damn, ain't that something? You took your own people that you supposedly care about to the slaughter with these white supremacist bastards repping 1776. Y'all, this goes deep. And I'm going to just touch on this, and then I think Psycho might have something from Rizza Islam. But so on the site, and it's one, I think I did send this pic to Psycho as well. On the dude's site, the RDS dude's site, he has a young Pharaoh section, right? Of 4 different videos he's did with him, interviews or whatnot. And so 2 of them are talking about young Pharaoh can clean hip hop help drain the swamp. We need to cancel deep state CIA hip hop. Mind you, this dude is a former CIA agent. And if that is true, why wouldn't you think he's been working on the outside, right? Acting as if he's some, spook who sat by the door type thing, right? But he's still with them though. And he's playing this game. Why would you even align with somebody like that in the first place? Young Pharaoh on CIA control of rap. What President Trump can do to make hip hop a force for good? What? I've heard some of Young Pharaoh's songs, and he got some songs talking a lot of violence, talking all kind of sexual. I was actually very surprised. So what hip hop are you talking about, if not your own? Right? Because it's the rappers. It's the rappers who are destroying the black community. It's not the circumstances, right? It's not the circumstances that help create these. No, it's not that, right? It's just the rap that's doing it, right? That's what it's limited to. So it's the black people doing it, right? Y'all listen. Y'all, this rabbit hole goes very deep. Y'all have no clue. It's no way to even break all of this stuff down at this time. But y'all got to start paying attention to these people. And I know that it's enticing to think, well, these people are censoring black people and they coming after black people. But as they say, all skin folk ain't kin folk. We need to understand it's people, it's people doing certain things. And, this is something that Kwame Ture spoke on in terms of capitalism. One of the problems when it comes to, activism or, dealing on behalf of your people is that damn near anybody can be bought. Anybody can, damn near, not everybody, but damn near anybody can be bought. Not saying this person is or not, you make up your decisions for yourself. But I'm just showing you what's out there, and a lot of things that are public that people just overlooked or didn't want to pay attention to or just brushed off, you know. But you really gotta question these things. And yeah, I'll pass the mic to Psycho, but it's deep, y'all. It's deep. And let me put this link in there right now.
Yeah. Yeah, family. And you know, like Renee was saying, you know, this motherfucker right here is all tied in with the white people. But, you know, I always find it funny when people tell people like myself and Renee who don't buy into this conspiratard white supremacist fuck shit that somehow or another that is not pro-black. Fucks me up. Fucks me up. Like, where y'all do that at? Where y'all do that at? Where do y'all make this conspiratard shit to do pro-black? Y'all motherfuckers are not going to do that shit on my watch, especially when I know where you fuckers are getting this shit from. Like, we're going to stop fucking playing. Like, these conspirators be, man, listen, and Renee just reminded me, this motherfucker sit up here talking all this motherfucking shit about motherfucking, oh yeah, you know, him and Angela Stanton, oh, well, you know, these white people ain't bad, you know, but these white liberals are evil. These white liberals this, these white liberals that. Yeah, they're racist. There's white liberals that's racist. But when his ass got kicked out of CPAC about 2 months ago, that motherfucker got on a soapbox and said he got kicked out of CPAC by racist white conservatives. He said racist white conservatives kicked his ass out of CPAC.
Yep.
And kept other motherfuckers up in there. He said that shit was racist. Yep. So 2 months ago, when they kicked you out of CPAC, the white conservatives was the racist, and now that your ass got deleted off YouTube, it's back to the white liberals are the racist one. Well, which one is it? Make up your fucking mind, you kooky ass Negro, pseudo ass motherfucker. Make up your mind.
The opposite of whoever's cutting the check at the moment.
Exactly. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. He's a piece of shit. This dude's a piece of shit. He's always been a piece of shit, grifting ass motherfucking Negro. Sitting up there making them 1776 shirts, selling them to our people, grifting. And idiots brought that shit too, I bet. I bet a lot of idiots brought that shit, you dumb, stupid.
It was a bunch of young people. It probably wasn't nobody. It probably wasn't nobody over 25. It probably wasn't nobody. It was probably all college age that bought them shirts. When I looked at the video of when he was out there, he was leading in with a bullhorn, and they out there with patriots, right? Like, man, y'all.
Yeah, this motherfucker's full of shit.
And
I will say this though. I will say this though. He might be full of shit majority of the time. But what's the old saying? How the old saying goes? Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
That's right.
And there's one time. And there's one time when this kooky ass nutty conspirator was spot on. I mean, let me remind y'all about a time in history where we had some conspirator on conspirator crime going on. Let's witness some of this conspirator crime, shall we? Let's get into it.
I know this, that onto this planet, there's a great deal of dumping has gone on.
Let me cross that point because I don't want to double back on no point because I got so much shit I'm about to work y'all niggas out. Now, I said he made another point, okay? He made another point. Let me share my screen. Let me get to it.
Hello, my name is Rizza Islam, and I'm the International Ambassador of the World Literacy Crusade.
Okay, said he made another point, right? Where yesterday, and he's going to go in a little more in depth today, but I like the point and I want to come behind it, you know, with this perspective. He broke down how, you know, the suits have nothing to do with Islam that the NOI wear.
I'm 22 years old now, And I started here when I was 9.
But the women still wear the garbs of Islam. And so not only do we want to prove that the NOI, our falsehood Masonic wannabe ass Muslims, but they don't do anything that has to do with Orthodox Islam.
In 1999 as a student. And of course, where I grew up, I didn't really like school too much. I was kicking and screaming. I don't do this bull crap, I would say all kinds of things.
Now here you can see is this silly looking nigga that I was been calling Man Dark for the longest, because as you can see, this nigga really do look like Man Dark.
And one day they asked for my help, and they said, would you like to tutor someone? And I said, okay, that's, whatever, I'll take a whack at it.
Now, with that being said, this fruit of Man Dark, D.A.B.A.T.E, I love you, my queen ass looking nigga.
And I tutored this young girl who was about 5. And after I finished helping her, she looked at me and said, wow, thank you. You really helped me.
Right here will be made an example of, since he want to sneak this. Now, that being said, as y'all can see, I posted this on my Instagram. Right? Now, let's break down the suit.
And I had never felt that before. I said, man, wow, I feel really good, So ever since then, the rest is history.
Okay. Now, if you Islamic, right? Say you brought up a big point. Why are you not wearing this?
I just continued to go up and up and up until I became the ambassador, and now I travel all over the world.
This is called a thob, or thob, however the fuck you want to say it. Now, that was a great question the general posed. Why are you not wearing a thob? I'll tell you why. Because you're not practicing traditional Islam.
I speak to religious leaders. I speak to Congress, to presidents. I met with Obama in 2008. This is what I do.
Let's bring it back to niggas. Niggas who claim to be Arabic, claim to be from Mecca, don't subscribe to motherfucking Arabic garb.
As far as the gang members go, we've seen children as young as 7 or 8 who have been affiliated in gangs.
Now here's the question, or here's the case in point. The motherfucking 3-piece suit, okay, that the Nation of Islam wears in suits, period, were made in the 17th century by a European named Charles II.
Their entire families were just immersed in this lifestyle, and they had no way of breaking out of it. So when they came here, they had seen shootings, they had seen fights, they had been in robberies, seen robberies.
Who was also involved in a motherfucking oppression of African people. So now why is this important? Why would you acknowledge that Europeans enslaved you and then wear their motherfucking attire?
And when they came here, we specifically asked them, what is it that you want to do?
Why would you not wear your own if you was actually practicing Islam?
And they said, well, I want to live. I want to survive. I want to have a job in my own place.
We talking about practicing what you preach.
And we said, okay, so how can you do that? And once we asked them that question, not told them what to do, but asked them what they want, because no one ever asks you what you want.
You don't even dress in accordance to what the fuck you believe. You don't even wear shit from Mecca.
And we asked them and they said, well, we want to live. So we gave them the tools, we gave them the communication course, we gave them the purpose for learning, which will help them to establish a reason why they want to learn.
Okay, let alone believe shit from Mecca.
Most people don't know why they want to learn. They just learn because our parents told us to learn.
There go the part, okay, in the nigga head. Right here, you see the part.
And they are succeeding. They have their own place. They have their own car. I mean, they literally went from being at effect to the system to being at cause over it. And
I thought Muhammad was the last motherfucking messenger. So the Bible and the Quran, he said the Bible and the Quran predicted that Pharaoh Muhammad would come to them.
And they said it was because of this program that they were able to make that happen.
See, this is why, bitch, we going to get the tape. I'm not arguing with you niggas. If you hit the head, the rest will fall.
We have gone from one location in 1992 to now over 36 across the United States, Africa, and India.
If you hit the head, the rest will fall. And bitch, I got 100% accuracy with this motherfucking sniper.
And what we do is we eliminate drug addiction, poverty, hopelessness, criminality. and we just bring justice to people and give them solutions to their problems in life.
And so with that being said, we want to see the verses in the Bible and the Quran where it was predicted that Pharaoh was the last prophet, not Muhammad.
Without punishing or pushing them, but empowering them so that they can change their life for the better.
Okay? Because if that's the case, the Jew is the savior of you niggas.
Stuff from the nearby galaxy. Not this galaxy, but the next galaxy over, and so forth, going on here. I know they take political prisoners and guys who they don't want around.
Yup. And there y'all go, family. And there y'all go. I just figured I'll share some conspirator crime. Right? Both of these motherfuckers arguing over white men's information and shit. Trying to figure out which white man is more pseudo than the other white man. All while trying to present this as some kind of black man's information. And all you motherfuckers a bunch of kooks. The hell is wrong with you weirdos? Any of y'all come around here and try to call me an agent? Because I don't fuck with y'all kooky ass motherfuckers ideology? You motherfuckers is nutty. You motherfuckers is nutty. Y'all running around, y'all following motherfuckers who got ties with CIA agents and turn around and call me the fucking agent? You got motherfuckers running around here trying to promote racist ass L. Ron Hubbard coat on to everybody? You motherfuckers a bunch of weirdos. You motherfuckers is a bunch of fucking weirdos. And y'all wanna stop coming around me with that conspiratorial shit, presenting this as some kind of pro-blackness. That's what you motherfuckers are gonna stop. I have threw this debate out here. I challenge any of you conspiratorial motherfuckers. Any one of you motherfuckers. Debate me on whether or not conspiracy theories are pro-black or not. Are conspiracy theories pro-black? Yes or no? Debate me on it. Y'all already know what my stance is. Fuck no. Now, if you're one of these motherfuckers who think you gotta be pro-black, you gotta believe in conspiracies to be pro-black, please sign up and take me on and challenge me on my position. I will embarrass you kooky motherfuckers. I will embarrass y'all. There's nothing black about this shit. Scientology. You motherfuckers even know about that cult? You fucking weirdos. Y'all motherfuckers sit up here and talk all this fake ass Illuminati crap, all this elitist, one world government fuck shit. Y'all talk all that shit and then turn around and follow motherfuckers who believe in Scientology? Of all fucking things? Scientology? That's what you motherfuckers are gonna do, huh? That's how y'all doing things? In 2021? In 2021, that's how y'all doing things, huh? In 2021, weirdos get to be as kooky as they want to be. Start motherfucking presenting weirdo ass fucking information. Talking about these motherfuckers some kind of pro-black and this shit, and we're following elites and Hollywood, and they talk all this weirdo shit while following Scientology. Scientology. The motherfucking, the fucking cult that is famously known for being the cult of celebrities. I mean, look at these fuckers. Look at the elites that are part of Scientology, you kooky, spooked out motherfuckers. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. I ain't making this shit up. Look at that shit. You 1% elitist, Illuminati, cabal, baby blood drinking, believing ass, weirdo, kooky motherfuckers. Look at it. Look who y'all are following, a weirdo who's telling you to follow the elites. That's telling you to follow the elites' ideology. We're highly weird. And all the pedophiles. Ain't this the pedophiles? You fucking kooks. Y'all motherfuckers is weird. That's why I don't listen to you nutty motherfuckers. Look at this shit. Let's get into it, shall we? I mean, look at that shit, man. I'm not making this shit up. Look at the celebrities. Look at the celebrities. Look at Brad Pitt. Look at all you elitists. Look. I forgot this chick name. What was she down with? I forgot that sitcom. Y'all know this bird. I forgot her name. She used to be on The Real, too, I think, on one of them talk shows. They got kicked off. Look. Yeah, Brad Pitt. Look. Lisa Marie Presley. Look who y'all down with. Look who Rizza Islam is down with. Y'all following this weirdo. Priscilla Presley. Look, all Elvis kids is on there. Everybody related to Elvis is down with this crap. Look at this Demi Moore. Look, G.I. Jane herself is down with this kooky shit that you fuckers are following. Mimi Rogers. Shall I keep going? Look at this shit. Nicole Kidman. All you fucking elitists. All these Hollywood motherfuckers y'all following. Look at this shit. Katie Holmes. All this shit. I ain't making this shit up. Look at this Christopher Reeves crippled ass. This crippled motherfucker down with Scientology trying to pray his motherfucking spinal disc back in place. Look at this shit. This kooky shit. Look at this. Jason, whoever the fuck he is, fuck him, I don't care. Look at this Patrick Swayze. Get his ass up out of here. I'm about to ghost this motherfucker. Fuck him. Look at this Nicole what the fuck she is too, I don't care. Who is this? Russell Crowe? Russell Crowe ready to beat somebody ass in the name of Scientology? I want to talk to these weirdos. Look at Brandy. Look at Brandy, you Brandy ass motherfucking Negroes. You Brandy following ass Negroes. Talking about the code is mine. Y'all up here arguing over whose code it is. The code is mine. No, it's the white people's code, you dumb motherfuckers. Look at this Sharon Stone. Sharon Stone up in Scientology flashing people. Showing her goddamn camel toe everywhere. That old worn out fucking camel toe that nobody give a fuck about. Motherfucking Jerry Seinfeld. Look at this son of a bitch down with Scientology. Look, you know he's a racist. You remember who his co-host was, right? You know he racist as fuck. Look at this weirdos y'all following. Look. I'm not making this shit up. Look, Rock Hudson. Y'all got old school racists up in there y'all following. Y'all following old school Casablanca ass type motherfucking racists. You fucking dumbasses. You fucking kooks. Look at this Sonny Bono. You motherfuckers back there. You share motherfucking wannabe ass motherfuckers. What the hell is y'all doing over here? Look at Sonny with his transgender fucking daughter. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, look at this Jason Lee. Look at this crap. Look. It's done. We're done here. I think my point is proven. You fuckers are following the elite. You fuckers are the Illuminati. You fuckers are following the elite. Y'all should be disgusted right now, because I know I am. I'm completely disgusted by this blasphemous behavior by my people following the deep state like this. Following these psyops. And then when a motherfucker like me trying to tell you weirdos, y'all don't want to listen. Well, I'm going to keep beating y'all head up and keep showing you weirdos that you motherfuckers are the conspiracy. You motherfuckers are, because y'all motherfuckers are disinformation agents following CIA agents trying to perform psyops on the fucking community, following kooky ass racist ideologies. And I mean, this motherfucker be riding for this Scientology shit hard. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's listen a little bit more of this motherfucker defending and caping for his motherfucking religion. His cult. His cult. This the weirdo y'all following. These the CIA agents y'all are following. These are the highly weirdos that y'all are following and promoting. Let's get into it.
The science of everything. Number one, only a slave master will tell you to read one book. Let me say that again. Only a slave master or someone with a slave master mentality, knowingly or unknowingly, will tell you to study and research from just one book. The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad were given 103 books by Master Pharaoh Muhammad. There are over 59,999 books of higher mathematics. This world of the white man was built on one. Using one book, he built this world for himself. You think that all the answers are in one book? No. Most of them are in the Holy Quran, if you understand. Yes. However, you have to read multiple books in order to get answers to so many things you must read. So I had to say that first because I want you to understand the Nation of Islam. We are taught to study and learn the science of everything, right? Number one, Church of Scientology. Let me clear the word Scientology. Scientology does not mean the study of science. Listen carefully. Scientology does not mean the study of science. That would be science-ology. Ology is Greek, meaning the study of. Science-ology, meaning the study of science. Scientology is not the study of science. Scientology comes from skio, meaning knowing in the fullest sense of the word, or knowledge itself. Scientology, ology meaning the study of. Scientology literally means the study of knowledge. Facts. I have been studying the technology of Scientology since I was 9 years old. Facts. I've been studying the technology of Scientology over 14 years of my life. And it has only made me a better black man. It has only made me a better Muslim. It has only helped me to understand, oh, wait a minute, that's our technology. L. Ron Hubbard himself, the founder of the Church of Scientology in 1955, and he founded Dianetics in 1950, stated himself that this is, meaning the work that he has been doing, he said, and I want to make sure I get it right, he said to the work of over 50,000 years of thinking men, of whose work Dianetics and Scientology would not be possible. The credit is theirs, not mine. The Caucasian didn't exist over 7,000 years ago. He studied among Buddhist monks. He studied among African tribes. He studied among Native American tribes. He studied among different tribes all across the planet. And he gathered all of our original sciences, and he found a way to put them together in a way that we could digest, understand them, and agree to them without being divided and fighting among one another. That's what that white man did. That's all he did. The basis of Scientology is survival. Who doesn't want to survive? That's the basic agreement, which is survive. We all want to survive, right? Simple. So anybody has an issue with Scientology, it's only because you don't understand the basics of Scientology. You don't know what it is. It means a study of knowledge. It's simple. They got a whole bunch of courses on pretty much anything you can think about in life, from finances to child problems to marriages, all that stuff. They got a whole bunch of great stuff. Stop being afraid and just go learn. You go and learn from all these white teachers in your schools. You go and learn from all these white teachers over in your universities, in your colleges, and all these places. You have white teachers. But you don't say anything about that. You literally don't say anything about your white teachers in universities. You don't say anything about your white teachers at all these schools. But you have a problem when a white man gathers your information and your knowledge and brings it together in a way that you can accept it. It's very simple. It's very, very, very simple. So definitely, that's exactly why. That's exactly why I'm like, you know what, y'all gotta just raise above that. Rise above emotion to the thinking of God, okay? That's what we have to do. No viable connection. Oh, what you're asking is, do we get paid? Is what you're asking. I laugh at the ignorance that people have, man. It's like, it's so funny. You don't have a damn land of your own, but yet you try to find something wrong with the Nation of Islam and Scientology. You just want to jump on everything that has to Anything that can bring you away from taking responsibility for your own life, your own child, your own family, your own anything, you can jump on it. It's just so amazing. Let me jump into something. Here's something I want to tell you. Number one, no. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan did not sell out to a white man. I will debate anyone on Scientology. Anyone, and mind you, I'm being very specific. I know how powerful that is. I will debate anyone. Any scholar. I'm not the scholarly scholar brother, but when it comes to the connection of the Nation of Islam and Scientology or the Church of Scientology, you cannot defeat anything that I will say because I've been studying it for nearly 20 years of my life. Try me. The Nation of Islam is sacred. It is ran by Allah God under the authority of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, the eternal leader, and his representative, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Period. No one sold out to a white man. It's like me saying you sold out because you went to USC. You sold out because you went to UCLA. You donated money to UCLA, knowing that they give you lies, knowing that it was founded by white people, Jews, knowing that it was founded by people who don't give a damn about your community. These white people, you give all this money to all of these universities and these colleges that don't give nothing to you but fake, false information, but you don't complain about that. The Church of Scientology has done more for humankind than most religious groups combined. I'm not defending white people. I'm defending what these individuals are doing. Sorry. You can't say nothing to me. I'm sorry, bro. I have literally seen it for nearly 15 years of my life where they have done free service. Most of these damn hurricanes, you don't hear about the fact that they go and they have a section called the volunteer ministers where they go out and they actually fight and bring food. They bring shelter. They do assist. They pull people out of the rubble. They do all this stuff. They have a drug-free world, which educates millions of people about drugs. They have a life skills and a what's called the Way to Happiness, which is a common sense guide for better living that they bring out, free book that goes over 21 principles of living. Simple things where they go and give this out to millions of people just to help people to live a better life. Not religious, none of this stuff. They have the Youth for Human Rights where they've helped to pass different laws for human rights. Like, bro, they got results, man. And just because they're white, you get pissed off. Let me tell you something. No, I don't like white people because of what their ancestors did. Hell no, I don't like that. But I have to give respect to an individual who does something good, especially if you do something good for my...
All right, enough of that, family. Enough of that. Y'all got the premise. Y'all heard that bullshit ass motherfucking caping that some a bitch was just doing for that motherfucking Scientology shit. Said he been studying it for like 15 years, all that other shit, everything else. This motherfucker been in that shit. Why you think Farrakhan pushed him out in the front? Why you think Farrakhan agent ass pushed this motherfucker out to the front and out to the community to push all this pseudo ass fucking information, all this conspiratorial QAnon fuck shit to the people with all these CIA motherfuckers everywhere? Because we already know Farrakhan is been down with the motherfucking Fed. He been on an end with those motherfucking boys. He been on some agent shit since the 60s. Huh? Pay attention to this channel, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about, and you know I'll back that shit up. And here come this motherfucker fresh out of Scientology, joining the Nation of Islam, and he immediately gets pushed out to the front as some kind of a national speaker. Pushed out on ABC. This motherfucker was just on ABC. Huh? Farrakhan pushed that motherfucker out the front in front of the people, spreading this QAnon fuck shit, telling everybody this vaccine causes Bell palsy and all this other lies that people be espousing because they heard it from Rizza Islam, and he ain't never come back and retract that pseudo ass disinformation. That dude is an agent. And I've been telling you motherfuckers, y'all talk this elitist shit, all this Hollywood shit, everything else, and y'all follow a motherfucker who's down with Hollywood, who was just on ABC, who was down with a cult, who has nothing but celebrities up in it. And y'all want to then turn around, listen to this motherfucker, regurgitate his information, and then cry about pedophiles out in Hollywood. Y'all motherfuckers are stupid. Y'all motherfuckers is dumb. Y'all lack critical thinking skills. And y'all just want a feel-good story. Because y'all want to believe this kooky ass shit that these people be espousing is real. Because of this sick ass shit that y'all be talking about, this horrible ass B-rated horror flick that y'all fuckers done wrote up somewhere and never got produced. This little sick ass twisted, we go and fuck all the kids and they chop up their bodies, all this Jason Voorhees shit. If all this shit is real, then that means your kooky ass spirituality must be real. Then that means the devil must be real. Therefore, you are following the truth. You fuckers, you sick ass demented motherfuckers want this kooky shit to be real to justify your spooky ass belief system. Because if that kooky shit that y'all talk about is real, then that means your belief system is real. That's confirmation bias. That's what you motherfuckers are looking for. You looking for confirmation bias for your kooky ass fucking beliefs. So you need to drum up this retardation, this conspiracy retardation. Y'all need to muster all this shit up and justify your kookiness. That's why y'all want this shit to be real. That's why y'all don't hold these fuckers accountable for the lies they get caught in. That's why y'all fuckers turn a blind eye to all the motherfucking European fuck shit you see. That's why you motherfuckers turn a blind eye to the whole concept of race altogether. Because y'all want your spooky ass mindset to be justified. Let's keep it a buck. You fuckers want this shit to be real. And that just goes to show how demented you motherfuckers are. But keep following those agents. Keep wishing on a star that somehow or another your spooky ass fairy tales could come true by some sick ass fucking pedophilic fucking satanic cult that's out to rule the fucking world. You motherfuckers got mental issues. Seriously. But I'm gonna go ahead and pass the mic. My bad, Renee. Go ahead.
I was enjoying it. Yeah, you was going in and you was 100% on point. Man, look, y'all. Man, listen. I don't know what to say, y'all. I really don't, because this stuff is just like, it's so perplexing, but it's just so crazy. Like, you got somebody like Rizza Islam who is telling people to not take a vaccine, right? Who's putting up false videos, never coming back and apologizing or anything. And everybody's, yeah, Rizza Islam, in his comments before they took down his channel. And he had these videos up with these white doctors that was put together by Trump's campaign. They called America's Frontline Doctors. And they were put together specifically to try to downplay coronavirus and stuff like that, so he could try to get more support to open things back up as quick as possible. And they spew so much false information. But him and that chick, Angela Stanton King, right? The one who earlier was in the Young Pharaoh live. They put on some little conference seminar thing, whatever. And they had these white doctors up there, white as the pure-driven snow. And he was asking these doctors to say, the Tuskegee experiment, tell us what happened with that. So they trying to get us to take this vaccine. So you think, now wait a minute. you just went back on your own teaching. Because on one hand, y'all say the white man is the deceiver. He's a devil, right? Don't y'all say the white man's a devil? So why would the devil tell you the truth? And then why are you using the devil's teaching? Which one is it? Is the white man the devil or not? So you telling people don't trust the vaccine, right? Because it's supposedly white people connected, but trust L. Ron Hubbard and trust Scientology. Like, do y'all not think about this stuff? Do y'all not think, well, what is it that he has invested in Scientology? Because if it is the case that the white man is the devil, which is what the Nation of Islam taught, which is what I thought, from what I understood. If that is the case, why are you caping and making excuses for L. Ron Hubbard? Why are you pushing Scientology? Why are you a part of Scientology, if that is the case? And then you talk all of this stuff about Hollywood and Petalwood and all of that stuff. But like Psycho showed, Scientology is heaviest amongst LA, is heaviest amongst the celebrity culture. Heavy. The same people y'all talk about with the child pedophile sex rings are Scientologists. Are connected to Scientology, subscribe to Scientology, or at least at one point did. And it's a lot of people that's in the closet with it. But y'all don't question that from him? And y'all think everything this man is telling you right and exact, and every time you see him, he's around a celebrity. Every time I see him, he's around a celebrity. Why? Why? He's always hanging out with celebrities, pictures with celebrities. He got a picture with Jay-Z. He got a picture with this one, a picture with that one. He's on Drink Champs. He's on this. He's on that. Why? He's on Nick Cannon's thing. He's such and such. Why is that? And by the way, when he was on Nick Cannon, he was on point about the interracial relationships. I give him props on that one. But every time you turn around, he's with some celebrity. Like, what's that about? Ain't you trying to help the people? Ain't all of them pedophiles anyway? Ain't all of them demons anyway? Ain't all of them Satanists anyway? Like, what the hell? Make it make sense. Are you trying to be a celebrity yourself, or are you trying to help the people? What is it? You know, and my thing is this, I'm not a person who tries to hang people on things that they didn't say, things that they didn't promote, okay? I like to give this example. People have said, just as an example, I've heard people over the years say about Sinetta, that Sinetta done got all this money from the community over the years. Why Sinetta ain't never opened up no community center and all of this stuff, right? As long as I've known Sinetta, I don't ever remember him saying his goal was to open a community center. So I'm not going to judge him by a standard that he never said, that he never made, that somebody else made for him. But for the NOI, they say the white man is the devil. So I'm a judge by that standard. If that's y'all standard, then how the hell are you upholding L. Ron Hubbard? Like, you know, this stuff is just, it's wild, you know? And I feel so bad because my people constantly get abused and lied to and manipulated and have all of this crazy stuff done to us all the damn time, y'all. And, you know, at the same time, y'all know me and Psycho go really hard, but we still, you know, understand that people will have their own thought process in terms of beliefs, right? But I'm telling y'all, so much misinformation, disinformation, and harm comes to us through the spookism. It comes to us through these belief systems and buying into these religions and these different things. So much harm comes to us from that. And I paid attention that in that Rizza Islam, one of the clips that Psycho played, he said on there that they have 36 offices, whatever that world literacy thing or whatever he was talking to, he was a part of. And he said, we have something like 63 offices all over the country and across the world in Africa and India. Well, why y'all ain't got them in Europe? Why y'all ain't in Europe though? Like, let's think about this. But you got it in Africa and India for what? Y'all just care about black people so much? No, you want to capitalize off of poor people. You want to capitalize off of black people because we tend to be more heavily spiritual in certain aspects. And that is an avenue to scam people. That is an avenue to scam people. It just is. So you target black people. You target the low-hanging fruit. You target the people with the least amount of resources and wealth. You target them with a lot of this stuff. You're not opening these offices in certain other areas, world literacy, whatever that's supposed to be, under the guise of what? Teaching people to read? Is that what that's supposed to be, under the guise of that? We get so misused, y'all. I see it all the time. And just all the abuse that the community suffers. And I feel so bad about this dude because, you know, I seen it. I seen all the comments. I seen all the black people. Thank you, brother, for what you're doing. Thank you, brother, for teaching us. Thank you, brother, for giving us that vaccine. I'm not getting that vaccine. Brother, you opened my eyes. Brother, you did this. Brother, you did that. And it's like, what? Like, think for yourself, do your own research. But if you're basing certain really important key you know, things in your life based on what Rizza Islam said, that starts and begins with what Rizza Islam said? Are you for real? And then when you look at the overall landscape of the NOI, they all push that crap. Let's keep it a buck. And here recently, do y'all remember recently it was the dude, Psycho, what was the case that recently happened? Dude said that he followed Farrakhan's teachings. And who did he kill?
Oh, that was the state.
Yeah, he drove the car.
Rode the car to the state capitol and shit and everything else. Yeah.
So he drove the car. If y'all remember, it was like
believing that conspiracy shit. Believing the conspiracy shit.
It was like Friday or something like that last week, I think. And he drove his car into it was last Friday. He drove it into the Capitol or outside the Capitol, whatever. He struck an officer and killed one of them. And they ended up killing him, I believe. So, but they found in his writings, Psycho had sent me his writings, and I was reading his writings and everything. And he was saying that, you know, he subscribed to Farrakhan and this, that, and that, and the other about Farrakhan. But like I told Psycho that day, they ain't gonna come out and rep for him. They gonna try to distance themselves. They gonna try to be quiet about it.
They already did.
They gonna try to. But now y'all for the people, right? Y'all for the people. Y'all ain't really for the people.
That's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers ain't riders. Them fuckers are not riders.
Because if y'all was really riders, y'all would say, you know what, we stand with that brother.
If they was really riders, they'd have been killing more than just black people. Because that's the only thing they got bodies on their motherfucking head is black people.
Yeah.
That's it. Because that motherfucker ran over the motherfucker last week. He wasn't Nation of Islam. That motherfucker, he was listening to the Nation of Islam. He was subscribing to some of their ideologies, but he wasn't Nation of Islam. Them fuckers don't clap on nobody but other black people. That's it. The motherfuckers praise white people. Did you not hear Rizza Islam in that clip? That motherfucker was loving white. He was like, all white people ain't bad. He was on that all white people ain't bad shit. He was like, they did good. They did more than a lot of black people I know. I'll debate a motherfucker on that. He said he'll debate a motherfucker on that. He said those motherfucking KBs did more for than most black people he know for the motherfucking black community. He was pushing that garbage. My bad, Renee.
No, you on point. And Yeah, that's real. You know, we needed L. Ron Hubbard. We needed L. Ron Hubbard to come and tell black people in a way we can understand. Huh? So wait a minute. He went and studied with Africans and Native Americans, and so he could learn it and give it to black people in a way we could understand. Make that make sense? What are you talking about right now? You know, and then there's that Native American BS in there. You know, it's just so much propaganda, y'all. It's so much programming. Y'all make up your own minds, do your own research. Stop believing all these people.
No, don't do your own research. That's how these motherfuckers end up down these fucking rabbit holes. Trying to people don't know how to research shit. What motherfuckers need to do is find out the proper way to research things before y'all do your own research. You gotta be careful saying that shit, Renee, because that's how these motherfuckers end up down these rabbit holes. Because them doing their own research is finding some fringe ass spiritual website with a bunch of memes on it and YouTube videos. That's their motherfucking research. A bunch of fucking Q drops. A bunch of fucking Q drops on a message board. That's their motherfucking research. Be very careful saying that shit. Listen, learn how to research first and then do your own motherfucking research. You gotta be careful with these motherfuckers, for real.
Yeah, because me and Psycho be debating these people, right? And we provide them with like real, you know, sources, real things that are documented, right? And then we'll say, well, where's y'all? These people make these fantastical claims. And where y'all? I got this YouTube video. I'm about to send YouTube video. That show. Wait a minute. That show evidence and proof, and you click on it, and it's some other conspiracy nut repeating the same rhetoric with no proof. Or the best you might get, like Psycho said, is a meme or some fake ass Photoshop thing or whatever, some Photoshop. And see right here, see that's proof. But dude, this is Photoshop. This is not real. Like, are you serious right now? This grainy picture. Y'all, I just can't, y'all. I can't. And it's so crazy because you would think that so many of these conspiracy people at this point would have egg all over their face, and they don't care. They don't give a damn. They have no shame. They move from this conspiracy to the next one. Rizza Islam wasn't gonna never say nothing about that lie he posted with that woman that dusty chick talking about she's a damn RN. I was done with that. But I have to ask y'all, who has something invested in trying to give this information to the Black community? You have to ask those questions. So while you asking the questions about the vaccine, ask the questions about the people who are putting false information about the vaccine out there. Why? Why? If all of this is true, why do you have to make a fake video? If something's true, you don't have to make it up. You know, and a lot of people, I know it immediately appeals to the racial element, you know, because again, like I said, these are two Black men. You know, you want to see them doing well. You want to see them succeeding. You know, you don't want to see them in harm's way or any trouble or any. But y'all, a lot of this stuff had to go. And like I said, Young Pharaoh's page and Rizza Islam's page were not taken down because of Black Power information. That is a lie. The overwhelming reason their pages are gone is because of all of that Q stuff, that conspiracy rhetoric, the misinformation, the disinformation. That is why it's gone. That is the overwhelming primary reason. If it were so that it was about the pro-Blackness, then why wasn't Young Pharaoh's page gone a long time ago when he really was standing on that? As far as I know, Seti's page is still up, and Seti speaks really on Black Power. So why is Seti's pages, his channel still up, both of his channels still up if it's just on some Black Power stuff? No, it's because who they was running with. In this documentary, I encourage y'all to watch, I told y'all to watch, on HBO Max, or HBO or whatever, called Into the Storm. It is a 6-part series on that whole Q thing. Y'all, the rabbit hole goes deep. But on the first episode, they had showed a bunch of people. Now, mind you, this documentary actually started in 2018, and then the end of the episode is like recent up to now. So they covers over that period of time and the roots of Q and all of that kind of stuff. Well, in the first episode, they had several white people that call themselves Q-tubers, right? So they were YouTubers that push all the Q stuff. Now, most of the people on there, they had like 150,000 subscribers. I think somebody might have had like 300,000 or something. Somebody else 100-some thousand. When I looked up those people from that first episode, their channels were gone. Their channels are wiped out. If you go watch that documentary,
and these are white people, by the way.
They was all white people. They was all lily white people. And their channels had hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and their channels are out of here. You can't find them.
This has nothing to do with race and everything to do with that kooky ass conspirator, QAnon, weirdo disinformation. That's what this has to do with. Please don't make this a race thing, because these white people are getting it too. They getting it too. I mean, just the same way. Bat it down. They ain't got no strikes, no nothing. They channel just gone one day, just gone.
And shout out to Monica. I saw something she just said when she said, you know, about him. He should have learned from Nick Cannon and dealing with the people. Yeah, because he was sitting up there, and I think he took this one down. But when he was going off about his channel, he was saying, YouTube, you know, and saying all that stuff like that, right? And the thing about it is, like, what he didn't understand, clearly, in my opinion, along with the CPAC thing, you can't do what they do as far as that goes. You can't do what they do, because you're doing the anti-Semitic stuff or whatever, right? When in those conservative circles, they do a lot of quote unquote anti-Semitic things. A lot of them white folks do. They say different things. They have a dog whistles and stuff like that. They do all that, right? But you can't do that though. So they had on the ADL, when I was looking up information, they had like something he had posted on Instagram, you know, that was like a anti-Semitic cartoon thing or whatever you want to call it. And, you know, according to them. And he was posting this kind of stuff. And I'm like, dude, you can't do that like them white boys. I don't know what you thought. I don't know if you thought because you was riding with them a little bit, or they was letting you ride or making you seem like you riding, or telling you, pumping your head up like that audio I played where they talking about he's the most important person in the world. That helper actually said he was the most important person. Or what did she say? The greatest gift or something in the world or some crap. And so he believed in the hype. And you can't do what they do. The jokes they make about Jews or whatever the case may be, that's on a different level. And so, you know, and it's just, this is something that consistently happens. And here's the difference, right? Like what me and Psycho do, we're not getting paid from this. You know what I mean? So while it hurts for your channel to be taken, it hurts for you not to be able to reach your audience, and, you know, maybe having to start over or whatever other issues you go through. You know, certain people like him, this is their income. This is a major part of their income. This is a major way that they are able to take care of themselves and their families. And so, you know, I think it should be understood, that when you do get into this and you are wanting to speak out and say things that may be deemed a certain way, you know, your whole livelihood can't depend on that, or your primary livelihood can't depend on that. If you getting some money off of it, okay, cool, whatever. But that cannot be your only or your primary means of income, because at any given time, it can be over. These people can decide on a whim. These people can get some misinformation from somebody else. You get these white supremacist trolls who flag, who do all kind of other crazy stuff, and your stuff can be gone. So you have to really be true to this, for real, in my opinion. And if you're gonna do something that's deemed controversial or political, I would suggest you do not depend on YouTube for money. I would suggest you do not do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You gotta do it because you want to do it. And see, people have told me, I'm sorry, it's like, I'm gonna say this real quick. And people have told me, it's like, oh, y'all, you know, whenever it's something they don't like, then we're agents, right? So because we were not running around saying, don't take the vaccine, don't, and we weren't running around saying coronavirus is fake, because we weren't running around saying 5G caused coronavirus, because we didn't do that. You had some of these little trolls or whatever, who want to say, baby, we not in this to make no money, honey. Just like when, you know, before all of this other stuff happened in the world and we was just strictly political, which is basically what we do, and we going hard on white supremacy, black people who didn't like what we were saying would say, y'all hustlers, y'all pro-black hustlers. Hustling where? Hustling where? Like me and Psycho told people, if you trying to do this to get money, baby, you in the wrong thing. The money's in the conservatism. The money is being the black conservative. The money is being the Anthony Brian Logans, or the young Pharaohs, or the
Brandon King,
all of them people. That's where the money's at. The money's over there, because them white people willing to pay, baby. They willing to pay to stand behind a black person spouting the crap that they want to be able to say about black people to black people. They will pay a high price for that.
Just look how much young Pharaoh shit blew up when he started supporting Trump. This shit blew up after that.
Absolutely.
Blew up.
Absolutely. I mean, he got, like I said, a good 400,000 subscribers within 1 year. And that is overwhelmingly white people. That wasn't black people, baby. That wasn't black people. That 400,000 wasn't black people running to subscribe. That was them white folk. And they will put some money in your pocket for you to keep saying what they want you to say to black people. Now understand, while the money may be good, that is short term. It's not long term. Because pretty soon they're going to throw you in the trash, or pretty soon it'll be a new coon on the block, or somebody else they can use on the block, and they'll move on to them. Okay, so you got to understand, you got to be willing to be in it for a good time and not a long time, because that ain't no long-term money. Coon. You got to be. But see, the problem with the cooning thing,
replaced. That's the problem with the
exactly.
Cooning. It's always a new coon in the background ready to take your spot.
Right. But see, the problem with the cooning thing is, once these people use you up and throw you away, like look at Stacey Dash, right, or people like that. Omarosa, when they done with you, then they try to crawl back over to black people. Like, hey, black people, I'm here with you out there. No. Don't come over here.
Then all of a sudden, racism exists all of a sudden. Right.
Then it's racism, right? But they was before telling you it ain't about race, it ain't about color, it's about being pro-righteous, right? Then young Pharaoh say it ain't about the color, it's about righteous.
Right.
And now it's about color.
But now all these white people from both parties doing them dirty. Now the liberals are racist and the conservatives are racist, and he can't make up his fucking mind. He don't want to lose all that white money. He try not to piss them all off. But,
don't piss them all off. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Don't piss them all off. Because I'm like, they making this political thing like this is some genetic. This ain't no damn genetics. All of these people is white. They all white because they got different political affiliations. They still for the home team. Some of them just see different ways of getting there. Let's keep that a buck. So like, you know, it's just y'all, this is crazy.
Overt versus covert. That's what motherfucking Negroes be arguing about. Overt versus covert. How do you prefer it?
Right.
How do you prefer it? How do you prefer your racism? Right.
Mm-hmm. And the excuse these people will use with what Psycho just said. I'm sorry. What Psycho just said was, you know, covert or over. How do you prefer it? Right. I prefer neither. But what a lot of these different coons or these different people will do is, well, I'd rather it be in your face and you know the person's racist. How about I'd rather not with racist people, period. I don't give a damn if it's overt or covert. I ain't going for neither one of them. That's the way to try to excuse aligning with people that you know damn well are white supremacists, that you know damn well hate your guts. They'll try to use this whole thing of, well, wouldn't you rather know? They overt racist. Wouldn't you rather know? I'm not working with no racists, period. And to me, all of them is racist in that respect. It's certain things within society that are just what they are. Just like Rizza Islam started trying to go into shaming people for going to universities. Well, because he deals with Scientology. So that's the same thing. It's not the same thing. When you go into a university, predominantly white institution, you know the curriculum is something that you're going to need for your career field in this country. You understand that within the dynamics of this society, within the dynamics of the economics here in America, that is certain degrees or certain licenses or things that you may need for your particular field. So you're going to those schools with that understanding in the first place, out the gate, right? So you know that's what you need for your certain field. When you're talking about Scientology, this is something that a person's choosing to believe in. This is not something in terms of your career. Like if somebody's going to school to become a doctor, yeah, you have to take biology and all of these other scientific classes so that you're not just out here killing people and that you know how the body works and you know certain things, right? But if you're talking about Scientology, somebody's making a choice to believe some BS. This is not something that's yielding anything. This is a belief system. That's all it is, a belief. And a belief is not a fact. It's not. But I would rather somebody, if somebody in my family has something wrong with their brain, that they have somebody who's a brain surgeon who went to school and learned the brain. Don't try to make a comparison to that to Scientology. And because you go to school and learn about the brain, then you should be willing to accept Scientology. Man, get the hell out of here. Get out of here with that.
I know that's right. Like you know, we said it before, we say it again. This is a fucking cult. This is a cult. All you conspirators, everything else, y'all are part of a cult. And your leader is a motherfucking your leader is the 17th letter. Your leader is nothing more than the 17th letter. You are following a letter of the alphabet. That is your deity. I mean, I guess I shouldn't clown motherfuckers too much. Y'all used to following voiceless, bodiless motherfuckers that's just a symbol. Y'all used to following that shit. This is what y'all used to doing. This is the problem. This is the problem. Y'all sitting up here just waiting, like these motherfuckers just sitting there just waiting for a new Q drop to go motherfucking go chasing something, go chasing some motherfucking fantasy and shit. Like y'all motherfuckers are weird, man. Y'all motherfuckers are knee deep in the middle of a fucking cult and don't even know it. Y'all don't even see that shit. Y'all are turning everybody the fuck off. Don't y'all understand this shit? People do not even want to talk to you motherfuckers. Your own family don't even want to talk to you motherfuckers. You're turning your own family off. Motherfuckers tired of going on Facebook, seeing that shit all over the fucking place. Motherfuckers ready to block your ass. The hell is wrong with you motherfuckers, man? Listen, people don't want to hear that shit.
No.
That kooky shit you motherfuckers talking about. Y'all motherfuckers get this information. First thing y'all want to do is tell the world. Because y'all motherfuckers got all this secret knowledge. Y'all got all this secret knowledge that y'all think fucking body, so it's no longer secret.
How is it secret
can
though?
this knowledge fucking be? How secret can this fucking knowledge really be if it's all over the fucking internet, plastered everywhere?
Right.
Shit ain't that fucking secret.
And you know,
weirdos.
Yep. And me and Psycho, we've lost a few along the way, or maybe not lost them, but they might have pressed pause. You feel me? And that's okay, because people, you know, felt away, especially throughout 2020. We started going really hard, you know, because of all the Q stuff and the fake political stuff and the conspiratory crap. And it was some people, you know, that noticeably they felt a type of way about us talking about these things, and they took it personal on certain levels. And it was kind of surprising because, well, not some people was, some people wasn't, but it's like these are people that it's like clearly they know this stuff is coming from white supremacists. This is not black knowledge. We can prove that all day long. This is not from black people. You know, these people I thought are pro-black, but somehow they merged all that Q conspiracy crap and all that COVID stuff and all the Trump, pro-Trump, all of this stuff into one thing. And a lot of black people fell victim to it, unfortunately. I'm seeing some people trying to crawl their way out of it now because they started to realize, well, damn.
The storm didn't come.
The storm didn't come. All that stuff was lies.
No emails,
it was not true.
No laptops, no emails. Hillary Clinton still ain't locked up. It's been 5 years. She still ain't locked up. I got a whole new administration in there. She's still a free woman. So I don't know what the fuck going on with that. But hey, whatever. She's supposed to have been locked up years ago, according to these motherfuckers. But like I said, like it's just like y'all motherfuckers just weird, man. Like when y'all going to just give up with this dumb shit, all that shit ends up being debunked. All that shit ends up being proven wrong. And y'all motherfuckers just keep on going with the new one. Y'all just jump on the new conspiracy and shit. Y'all motherfuckers are addicted to this shit. Y'all are part of a cult. Y'all are part of a cult. That whole trooper movement shit is a fucking cult. Y'all just move on to the next conspiracy. This one didn't work. Oh, well, we'll move on to this one. We got a new hot one over here. Let's jump on that.
And they hijacked the whole woke movement. Being woke
hijacked the fuck out of it. I don't even want to be considered woke no motherfucking more because of you motherfuckers. You motherfuckers have turned me off to the whole terminology of being woke. Because that shit got a whole new meaning now in 2021. That shit means I'm an anti-vaxxer. That shit means I believe we putting tracking devices put up in us and blood coats and cabals and pedophilia everywhere I look and children being chopped up and all types of other fuck shit. I gotta believe the earth is flat. I gotta believe, what else I gotta believe, Renee? Help me out here. Oh, we all aboriginal to this fucking landmass slavery never happened. I gotta believe all this shit now. Like to be woke. To be woke, I gotta believe all this nonsense is motherfucking reality when it's not. So I'm sorry, I'd rather be asleep. If that's being woke, let me sleep, motherfuckers. Don't wake me up. I'd rather stay asleep. If that's woke, because I'm cool on that. I'm sorry, to me, that's blue pill to the motherfucker. But if y'all want to call that red pill, okay. Y'all knock yourselves the fuck out. Y'all motherfuckers like Alice in Wonderland. Y'all done went down that fucking rabbit hole and that bitch, y'all motherfuckers still falling. I don't know what's up with y'all. Y'all weird.
But look how they take everything from black people, right? Because with the whole red pill thing, that came from The Matrix, which was written by a black woman, let's be clear. And it was Lawrence Fishburne's character who had, you know, you could choose the red pill or the blue pill or whatever like that. They totally hijacked that completely and try to make that all some white thing and these red pill men and all this old stupid
that's the crap. That's the but you know, red pill, blue pill still had the proper meaning in the conscious community and shit. Like it had different meaning in there. You know, like that's gender banging circles that do all that. You know, they took over, they're the ones who actually, they hijacked that shit first. They hijacked that whole red pill blue shit first, like all that gender banging shit. Like they made that shit about gender. When that shit ain't had shit to do with gender.
Right.
They hijacked the fuck out of that shit.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the roots of it are from a black woman who wrote The Matrix.
Right,
the roots of that is from there.
Mm-hmm.
And then just, think about in terms of like around 2016. After Mike Brown, after like Trayvon Martin, and then Mike Brown for sure, and the huge uprisings in Ferguson and stuff like that. And then you had Sandra Bland. You had so many situations that happened. There was a woke movement that really was happening among Black people at that time, following around the Ferguson time for sure. And there was a real pushback. It was a real energy. I don't know if y'all remember that time, but I remember that time because I was on Blog Talk then. I was doing a lot more shows. I was like interviewing so many different people, and there was so much going on at that time. And there was a real energy then. The energy that happened after George Floyd was totally a hijack movement, because then that's when you really had Black Lives Matter Becky and Black Lives Matter Brad, who really took over that whole thing. But if you go back to 2014 and you go back to 2015, that movement was way Black. That was real organic Black uprisings. Freddie Gray, Baltimore, all of that was on some real Black-ish. That was really Black people. And after that time, if y'all remember the movie Get Out, it came out in 2017, right? Now, the song for Get Out is a song called Redbone by Childish Gambino. And that song was huge, right? And the song is Stay Woke. Y'all can look up the song. Some of y'all might know it off the top of your head. But that was a popular song. And in accompanying that movie, and accompanying the couple of years before that, for all the stuff that had happened to our people, and then when that movie came out and the stuff that the white folks was doing, and that song was really big, then the white people co-opted the hell out of woke. They came in, they snatched that once, and it was even more of a shift like after Black Panther came out. That was another shift that happened because
they used to clown the whole woke movement. They used to clown the whole woke movement, the whole we was Kangs, we was Kangs, and shit, and all this other everything else. You don't even hear them saying that shit no more. Because now they consider themselves woke, so now they don't say that shit no more. Now they consider themselves woke.
And shit. Yep.
Right.
And because remember with Black Panther, people was putting on their African garb, and it was a big thing with the going to see the movie and all of the stuff surrounding it. And it was definitely after that, it was an even bigger shift I seen of the woke thing really being them trying to transcend that to something else. And so now that's happened. They have a Psycho, remember, it was in one of them documentaries we watched, but remember the dude had the shirt on that said woke, and the O in woke was a Q?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is their type of rhetoric, and they say that all the time. I'm woke. They say stay woke. They say that to other white people. Like, that's a very common thing in this whole conspiracy world that is predominantly, Psycho, what was the number? 60-something% white? And so
I forgot to grab those numbers, but yeah, it was 60-something% of what was it again? 60-something% of white. 60-something% of the QAnon supporters are white. 63. Right. 63%. 63% of QAnon supporters, self-identified QAnon supporters were white people. 63%. And you motherfuckers tell me this conspiratorial shit is some pro-black shit.
Yep.
When the vast majority of conspirators out here are white people.
Yep.
And y'all following these motherfuckers. And y'all following.
All they did was hijack the term woke. And with them hijacking that term, that I think that made more black people susceptible to to buying into it too, because they thought that meant something more than what it meant. And maybe that meant some racial, because there's so many black people who still want racial unity, y'all.
Right.
Like yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. No, I was gonna say, these motherfuckers, like I said, 63% of these motherfuckers are white people, which is pathetic. These motherfuckers who try to push this off as some kind of pro-blackness. These motherfuckers sit here, like it blows my mind. This shit blows my mind, because these motherfuckers have somehow or another did the mental gymnastics, hit people with the fuck shit, and reverse psychology, and convince them that they need to believe this crap in order to be pro-black. And if you don't believe it, then you're a coon. And people started buying into this bullshit. And I seen all this shit developing slowly but surely over the years, slowly progressing each year. But let me tell you, the only conspiracy that black people created that's in these conspiratorial lanes that float around amongst us, it's only one of these conspiracies that actually was created by black people, and that's the whole aboriginal bullshit. The whole indigenous, black people are indigenous to this landmass, everything else. That is a black conspiracy. It's still bullshit, but it's bullshit that black people actually created. All the rest of that shit you motherfuckers are following, including that anti-vax shit, that anti-vaccination shit, that mark of the beast bullshit, that nano tracker shit, that motherfucking, all that 5G bullshit, all that shit, white people. All that shit created by white people. All you fuckers following what white people said. All of you. But y'all turn around and say, I'm following white people. Stop. Majority of these conspiracies y'all following wasn't created by black people. I told you the one that y'all do follow that was created by black people. And that's that bullshit ass aboriginal shit that gets debunked left and right by your own white daddy. You don't listen to your white daddy when he tell you slavery happened. You don't believe that, but you'll believe that QAnon fuck shit, won't you? Y'all pick and choose what white information y'all want to listen to. Fuck out of here. Anyway, my fault with that.
Nah, you're on point. That's all I really had to say. It's just exhausting, y'all. At some point, some people may kind of understand where we're coming from. Some people already do. And for some people, it just, it just is what it is, But y'all, I wish well for young Pharaoh and Rizza Islam at the end of the day, for them to get their minds right and for them to stop doing this stuff to our people. That these people, man, because it's untold damage that's done, because it's so many young people that was listening to these people. And it's like, when you trying to wake people up, not to use that term, but it's hard. The programming be so deep on a lot of this stuff. It's hard to get through to people with real logic, real common sense, real proof, real evidence, real facts. Even with all that, it's hard to get through to some people. Like, I've debated people on, a lot of these conspiracy things, and when I hit them with facts and things that are provable and that can really be backed up, that they really can't deny, they still find some way. Well, that's just what I think. Well, that's just, the cognitive dissonance is real. You know what I'm saying? And so they've done a lot of damage, because like I said, they had the ear of a lot of young black people. But it is what it is. And I'm just saying, I don't want nobody's finances to be cut and stuff like that. But if it's at the detriment to our people, I'm not going to be sitting here boo-hooing about it. I don't have nothing to do with it. This is what these people did with their platform. But now you can't expect for the entirety of the black community to rise up for you. When you were sitting here selling black people to CIA agents. You were sitting here openly selling black people to somebody who was a damn CIA agent and to this damn white supremacist and Chief Trump and all these people. You were sitting here, you as bad as the Democrat people. How in the hell do you throw the Democrats under the bus for trying to get black people to vote for Biden, which is some bull, and then you turn around doing this to try to get black people for Trump? How are you any better than them? Y'all the same thing. So how can you
CIA agent? Like this ain't some secret shit. This dude, like he's CIA for real. Like we not like this ain't for play. Like we not saying like we not just throwing this word around agent. No, it really is a CIA agent. And this motherfucker, like, this is young Pharaoh's boy. This is man.
Yep.
Like I'm not making this shit up when I say these motherfucking conspirators are agents, and y'all keep listening to these fuckers. And y'all keep listening to them. This is insane. Yep. I don't know what else we gotta do. I mean, we lay all the evidence out. We done did a mini streams about this shit, laid out all this evidence, showed y'all motherfuckers y'all flawed logic, showed y'all motherfuckers these ain't nothing but a bunch of K-Beast ass motherfuckers. It's a K-Beast ass psyop that that they using you fuckers, and y'all don't seem to give a fuck because y'all want this to be real. Y'all want this to be real, and I'll explain why. You fuckers need confirmation bias for your spookism. And if this is real, then this will be what the fuck the Bible spoke of in Revelations. Y'all looking for confirmation bias. And this fits the bill. So therefore, y'all need this to be true. That's how they get you. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm not listening to you weirdos. You motherfuckers are sick in the head. It's a fucking mental illness that y'all would even want this shit to be real. This wild ass shit y'all be talking about. Y'all be talking about some wild ass shit. And for y'all to want this shit to be real. Yeah, for these motherfuckers to want this shit to be real, that's a fucking problem. That's a problem.
Saying Michelle Obama's a man and all kind of crazy stuff.
Craziness. It's crazy. It's all types of shit.
And then when you go look at, and then I've heard people say that. Black people that I respected say that. And when you go look at these documentaries and you see the people behind this, pure D white supremacists, ex-cops and people like that behind saying Michelle Obama's a man. And y'all sit up and
they almost got a whole pizzeria shot the fuck up listening to Alex Jones.
Yep. And it ain't
this motherfucking children tied up in the motherfucking basement being sold in some pedophilic ring, getting their blood sucked out for adrenochrome.
You can't
These people are nuts. These people are nuts.
You can't make this stuff up, y'all.
You can't make this shit up. These people are nutty. They nutty.
And I know
believe this crap.
I know people still don't be getting hurt when we be saying stuff, but man, damn.
Man, these people are nutty. These people are nutty as shit. Motherfucker ran up in there, almost killed everybody, got locked the fuck up. He told you motherfuckers ain't no basement there. And you motherfuckers still running around here talking this Pizzagate shit. Why? Because y'all want this shit to be real. Y'all want this, even after it's debunked, y'all still want this shit to be real. And y'all think y'all normal. This is not normal. This is a mental illness.
And people like young Pharaoh ain't produced not a nair sealed indictment. Where's all these indictments at?
Where are they all at? Where they all at? Again, where are the laptops? Where are the emails that I keep hearing about? Where's all this shit? Where is it? What happened to the storm? What happened to the storm? Why is it sunny outside? What happened to the storm?
They don't know.
Fuck.
Yeah, but
stupid. You can't write this shit, man. These people are extra dumb. Extra dumb. You can't even. You can't even be nice about like it's just like it's nothing more than stupidity. It's nothing more than stupidity. It's willful ignorance, and it's so frustrating.
You're not doing right because you know they was telling us how we got to work with people that believe this stuff, and we got to try to speak. You know,
man, I tried that shit. I tried trying to talk people off the ledges. I've been doing that for years, trying to talk people off the ledges, giving them information, the correct information. Everything else, they tell me it's nothing but mainstream media propaganda bullshit. I need to go to different independent sources, which means a pseudo motherfucking source. You know, like I know what the fuck that shit means. You know, like I don't need a bunch of conspirators trying to teach me of all people how to fucking research. I'm sorry, I'm good on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I tried teaching these motherfuckers that this shit is bullshit. But you know, especially me being an atheist, they don't want to listen to me because I'm just down with the satanic cult and that's trying to get all the children chopped up and every fucking thing else. You know, but I don't believe in God, so therefore, of course, that's what I would say because I'm one of Lucifer's warriors and all this whole other stupid shit. You know, if I was a kooky motherfucker saying this shit, they would be they probably still wouldn't listen to me. They'll tell me I was a fake Hebrew or I was a fake Christian. And I'm really an agent, and because I'm trying to tell people not to listen to the kooky shit. Like, like you know, these people are nuts. These people want to believe this shit. Like, so it's like it gets to the point where I'm wasting my fucking time. I'm wasting my time. I'm rattling my brain. I'm getting frustrated because they're not listening to me. You know, it's going in one ear and out the other because they already got their minds made up. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and just be dumb. Y'all want to be dumb? I tried to smarten y'all up. Y'all want to be dumb? I gotta just let y'all be dumb. But then, like this COVID virus happens, that forces me to start going on the offensive instead of the defensive because these motherfuckers are going to get people hurt. They're going to end up hurting themselves. They're going to end up hurting themselves with all this disinformation floating around here that they're embracing. You know what I mean? So yeah, it turned into something else once this COVID virus happened. My fault.
Yeah, no, you good. And I'm just like, but yeah, y'all. So we just wanted to get back up on here and go in a little bit. You know, it is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. If you can, like I said, find those documentaries, I would implore you to check them out, like for real. It's very interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. You just see a lot of the origins of stuff, and you see who's behind a lot of things, and you know, just how easily people can be manipulated. You know, playing upon people's emotions and their religious beliefs and stuff like that, and yeah, it's just something. It's something. But that's all I got to say, y'all.
Yeah, you know. So, you know, yeah, we just, you know, we came on. We just wanted to let y'all, give y'all the information on this. Let y'all know why they got deleted. You know, it's not, again, this is not a race thing because these white conspirators caught it too. You can't find none of these white conspirators that was big a month ago. Anywhere. They all gone. Batted down. You know what I mean? They're not playing. If they got rid of Donald Trump, this can't be a race thing. They got rid of Donald Trump. This ain't a race thing. This ain't anything to do with that conspirator disinformation. And you can't even be mad because these motherfuckers profited so much off this grift. They profited so much off this grift over the last years. They made so much money. What are you feeling bad for them for? I mean, this shit wasn't going to last forever. That grift wasn't going to last forever. They made an ass load of money. They cashed out. They mad they can't get any more money, but y'all made enough money off this shit. That's all y'all cared about anyway, was making money, and y'all made y'all money. How much more money do you need? You got a fucking house. How much more money do you fucking need? Drifting ass motherfuckers. Anyways, family, do me a favor. Please click like, share, and subscribe You know what I mean? Very important that you click like, gets us in the algorithm. Also important that you share, let people know we breathing. And it's also important that you subscribe. Because if you subscribe, you'll be on top of everything that we do over here. That's important. Also, if you do click subscribe, please don't forget to hit that notification bell, family. It's also important that you click that, because if you click the notification bell, then you'll get a notification every time we go live, video or whatever the case may be, and that's also very important. And sometimes we get shadow banned. That's the only way you can find us. And yeah, just be a part of the notification gang, because you know that's what it is. And to my haters out there, it's about that time. You already know what it is. If you had any issues with anything you heard today, you know you one of these conspiratorial kooky motherfuckers, you know you actually believe Rizza Islam was for the people, if you actually believe this conspiratorial shit is some pro-blackness, you know, if you actually believe young Pharaoh is for the people, then by all means click dislike. You should still share this motherfucker so everybody can know why you mad. And then you might want to unsubscribe. So you following those kooky ass motherfucking weirdos who follow white supremacist conspiracies, then your ass probably ain't on none of these motherfuckers right here. And you need to get some of these shits and stop buying 1776 motherfucking shirts from Young Pharaoh. These would be a whole lot better for your system. I'm just saying. Also, family, please consider becoming a Patreon. You know what I mean? If you do become a Patreon, you have access to any stream I do, whether I keep it up or whether I take it down. I also have no limits on the Patreon. Whatever you feel like the channel's worth, that's what you donate. You know, and all donations given does go towards the production of the show. As always, shout out to all my Patreon out there. And yeah, family. Also, please follow me on Twitter and the gram at SYKOPATHeist, spelled the same way as the channel. Also, please, family, please subscribe to all our channels. Now, I mean, all these links will be in the description, and it's also important that you do subscribe to all of them, because you never know, we might have to channel hop. You know what I mean? We might get Young Pharaoh. Our asses might get Young Pharaoh, and we might have to channel hop. So you might want to, go down the line and click subscribe on all our channels. Again, all these links will be in the description as always. And yeah, family, if you're looking for any graphics, artwork designs, or logos, please consider hitting up our sister Renee at Renee Black Graphics on Facebook. Also, if you're looking for any t-shirts, hoodies, or coffee mugs, all custom designs, please consider hitting up her store as well. All these links, just like all the other links, will be in the description box as always. And yeah, family, as you can see, I'll be back Saturday morning for my wake and bake. You know what I mean? Be on the lookout for that. I got an idea what I'm talking about. Unless something else jumps off, I got an idea already what I'm going to be talking about. So be on the lookout for that. You already know. And yeah, family, as always, you know what I mean? I want to shout out everybody out in the live chat. I want to shout out everybody that came through, everybody in the live chat, my D. Shout out to everybody out in the clouds. I want to give a peace and black power out there to everybody. You know what I mean? Holla black at your boy and your girl. We out.
Battle anybody, I don't care, you die. Battle anybody, I don't care, you die. Battle anybody, I don't care, you die.
Yeah.
Battle any, I accept.
Yep.
They all fail.
Yep. Let's go.